and you've learnt that one of the counselors, Mr. Dory, is in fact involved in the disappearance of King Hecate. And also there is a level of corruption, and poor Jarm Loveage had been framed for murder, or at least he hadn't been framed. He'd most likely committed the murders, but he was charmed into doing so somehow. So you followed some leads, haven't had any luck from the town guard, but you did find some information at the asylum, at the Hope Note Asylum, which pretty much was solid evidence that Mr. Dory is somehow involved in these murders. So you teamed up with this burglar named Groton Longflint, and you had actually infiltrated Mr. Dory's warehouse. He runs a warehouse. There are shipping containers and crates and things like that being moved in and out. And of a night, none of the workers are there, but there are these guards, these manticores. And you also learned of this treasure that was being kept in the office. You guys managed to loot the treasure. These are very valuable alchemy supplies, and make your way up to the second floor of the warehouse, where you're immediately attacked by manticores. As the battle erupted, it didn't take much time for one of the manticores to knock into one of these crates that has, fragile, handle with care written on it, and something inside the crate must have exploded. Maybe a vial of alchemist fire. All that needs to do is come into contact with air and it catches alight. It set off a chain reaction which pretty much caused the entire warehouse to go up in flames. As you guys fought through the flames, you made your way out onto the crane to try and get to Mr. Dory's ship. You'd learn that that's where Mr. Dory resides, in this derelict hull of a ship being suspended by a crane 50 feet above the air near this giant slime pit known as the Hemlock Pit. You'd fought your way through the warehouse, and Than had also managed to extinguish the flames. Meanwhile, Groton Longflint has created some distractions. There's some nearby alchemy labs by blowing them up to try and divert the attention from you guys to buy you some more time to get what you need to do done. You've climbed into the hull of the vessel, and we ended the session with you guys dropping down in this little hole. The only visible entry to the ship. This little hole that's you find yourself in a very cramped space. It's hot, it's humid, it stinks like chemicals. There's this big pool of boiling water and smoke rising up everywhere. A little bit of the smoke is just kind of escaping through this hole above you, and there are these roaring boilers all around you, bolted to the deck on either sides of the wall, surrounding this large pool of steaming water, and everything is thick and shiny with condensation and mildew. And basically, Roderick, you were just following some other leads with Lily for a bit last session, and also collecting some scrolls of... It's funny because people actually called it that you're just collecting some scrolls of Ray's dead, and you happen to have needed one because Than had died. But you arrived just in the nick of time, and you cast Revivify on Than. So I'm going to say, we said that some guards came running, and you distracted them. You led them off, because they come to investigate the explosion at the warehouse. But instead I'm going to say that's what Thomas did, and you instead take his place. So you've just dropped down into this ship. So that's where we are now. We're in this ship, and I'll just describe...
All that time I had disguised myself as Thomas, and it was me all along.
Exactly. All you had to do was paint yourself blue.
Yeah, I have disguised self, so if that lasts all of 1 hour, so...
Your master plan worked. You managed to trick the entire party into thinking you were Thomas. For whatever reason.
Perfect. Like a Scooby-Doo thing.
Okay.
These darn meddling dwarves.
So we're going to be in combat here. And we'll just... I'll just describe this area to you guys again. So this is a very narrow space that you guys are in here. There's not really going to be much maneuverability. Everything is difficult terrain. So anywhere you move in this entire ship is difficult terrain because of the moisture and the slime everywhere. In saying that, moving through your allies is difficult terrain as well, but they don't stack. So just count 10 feet for every square that you move. Instead of 5 feet, count 10. Now, this is extremely cramped as well. It's like a converted bilge, and the ceiling is like barely 8 feet tall, 7 feet tall. Enough room for everyone to stand comfortably, but if you use a heavy weapon or a two-handed weapon, you will be at disadvantage on your attacks. There's just not enough room to effectively swing your weapon around in this cramped location. Not only that, there are these boilers, and if you're standing in a square next to one of these boilers, then you're going to get burnt by the boiler. It's going to be like, 1 fire damage, but you might see your arm on a roaring hot piece of metal, basically. So you're in this cramped space. 4 scum have just burst out of this boiling pool in the middle of the room, and you guys are at the bow of the ship, the front of the ship, and leading back to the amidships towards the stern, there are 2 exits to this little area that you're in here. A set of stairs up where Nara is, and a set of stairs where Lily is. They both lead down into this big pool of dark swirling water, which completely covers the entire amidships. It's just a big swirling pool of acrid water. There is, however, a narrow wooden walkway crossing between them. Again, it's all difficult terrain. That walkway goes from like this side of the ship where Nara is down to the other side. And yeah, so you've all jumped down here, and it is hot, it's humid, it smells like chemicals. There are these roaring boilers, it's dark, it's cramped, and these 4 scum have just risen up out of this boiling cesspool. So let's get into it. Rend. That's not all. You're having a little bit of difficulty as well, and it's not because of the humidity or the smoke in this room. It's your eyes. Your eyes start to sting, and your vision becomes cloudy. And you guys see a little patch of red appear on Ren's face, around his eyes mainly. And you have a -1 penalty to attack rolls and ability checks that rely on sight. So just a -1.
Awesome.
You're starting to feel that red face.
Alright.
It's affecting your sight.
I will go ahead and rage. And then this guy right here. I'm use my since I'm using the hand axes here, but I'm a great weapon master. I don't remember what their AC are.
You can't do that on a. I think it has to be a heavy weapon to do that.
Does it? Does it?
They're not that. Hand axes are not that great.
It's got to be
a heavy
like
weapon,
a great sword, or a two-handed weapon.
It has to be great.
Great sword, great axe.
This is
Great halberd.
Alright. Attack. Oh, with the heavy weapon. Okay. Alright, then, yeah. Then, reckless attack that guy. -1.
Yeah, just on attack rolls. Yeah, I'll just take off a 1. Okay, you hit. And you start hacking through it. It's got this translucent, slimy flesh, oily blood, sprays everywhere.
Let me do my -1 here real quick. Alright. And then once more.
Hit. And you continue hacking into it. And you start to work through that scum.
And that is it.
Lily.
Okay, I'll start by blade singing. And then I think I'm going to.
Alright, slow all 4 scum. They make wisdom saving throws. Two of them succeed, two of them fail. So top and bottom succeed. The other two scum start moving really slowly. Alright, this very slow scum, it just reaches out to Roderick and tries to grab him with this slimy tentacle using its mind-breaking touch. And it misses. It's moving so slow it only gets one attack, and then it'll make a wisdom save. I think 16 is a failure, right?
I believe I'm 17.
Okay.
Yes.
Then
I'm going to here. Do I know what was ailing Ren?
yeah, red face.
Which was a disease, correct?
Yeah, it's that disease that everyone has here in the skies from the water, tainted water.
Okay. Then I'm going to cast Lesser Restoration on him.
Okay, that is a touch spell, so you will need to
Okay.
move
10
over
feet.
to him. Alright, when there is a boiling pool of water there as well that you're going to come into contact with.
Okay.
Alright, when you move into it, it's alright, you're not in there long enough to be affected by it, but you will be affected by it if you stay there next turn,
Yep,
at the start of your next turn.
I'll go back to where I was.
Alright, so
In
you're...
fact, sorry. Yep.
I was just going to say, Ren, you're cured of that red face now. And when you
Okay.
move back,
Mhm.
are you disengaging?
I was going to ask you first. What's down here past Nara? These stairs.
That
Would
is
I be
the
able to? Yep.
amidships. That's where the water is.
Okay. So, and you're saying each square is 10 feet, right?
Yep. It's all difficult
Okay.
terrain.
It's all different. Great. So that moved 10. So if for me to get behind Nara, I would have to use a dash, bonus action dash, right?
Yep.
Because I got 35 movement.
Yep, that'll be 10, 20, 30, 40. 40 feet to get into that square.
Okay, I will bonus action dash as long
Alright,
as.
when you move away,
Yep.
all three scum try to attack you. Well, sorry, two scum try to attack you. I think the slowed ones don't have reactions, actually. Alright, so two of them reach out with their tentacles. This is the first one. And it misses you. And then you're squeezing in Nara's space when this one attacks you, so it has advantage. And it misses you as well. Alright, you step onto these stairs, and the air is hot and damp. There's just a large pool of swirling dark water filling most of this area, and just this narrow wooden walkway crossing between this set of stairs, connecting the stone and the bow. There's condensation streaming down the walls and dripping from the ceiling, and the water feels quite hot too. But you're not in the water.
Okay. And that's the end of my turn.
This scum, it burns itself on the boiler. Its flesh sizzles and bubbles. And they all have tridents in their hands. And this one attacks Nara with its trident. It misses. It tries again. And it misses. And then it tries with a tentacle. And it just slaps against your armor, not affecting you. The scum just moves in a little bit away from the boiler, and ends its turn there. This next one is going to attack Ren back, first with its slimy tentacle. And it hits. It wraps a tentacle around you, and this very sharp pain floods your mind. You take 24 points of psychic damage, and you have disadvantage on wisdom saves for 1 round. It then tries to poke you with its trident. And it hits for 4 piercing. And it tries again. And it hits for another 3. Alright, Roderick, you're in contact with the boiler, so you take 1 point of fire damage at the start of your turn.
Okay.
And Roderick's down.
Not quite.
That's it. Just 1 fire damage. Not bad. It's like you burn yourself when you're cooking.
Yeah. Every time. Just going to taste it and then like, oh no, it's hot. I am going to cast Shillelagh. And then I'm going to attempt to beat the crap out of that one.
It's going extra slow. Pretty easy to hit. And whoosh, that's a good hit.
1.
And that's a good miss.
Yep.
Are you using that two-handed?
No, I'm going with Shillelagh. It doesn't matter
Oh,
if
yeah,
I'm
it's
using
1d8,
one or two
that's
hands, so I will use it one-handed.
Okay, yeah, you just kind of poke it through the scum.
Yeah.
Put a little hole in it.
And then Dread Ambush.
That's another hit. And yeah, you just impale it. This like translucent slime drips down its body as a hole straight through it. It's like jellyfish flesh.
I'm just wondering, would I have had a short rest in the session that I wasn't here?
Yeah.
So I'll have my superiority die back. Cool. I will use 1 to menace it.
Okay. Alright, it makes a wisdom save against being frightened. Alright, do a menacing attack. And it seems to have some sort of special psychic conditioning. And it's immune to being frightened. It's not being affected.
Uh-oh.
Alright, Norin, you take 1 point of fire damage for being in contact with the boilers at the start of your turn.
I can't really move away from it either. I mean, I guess I could go through Roderick, but not a big deal. Let's see. I'm gonna start off with this one. Slash at it with my shiny new longsword, Kelly.
That's a hit. And whoosh, you slash through it. It's looking a little bit injured now.
And I'm gonna put my unwavering mark on it. Alright, and then I'll go for the one that right there.
That's a hit. And you start to slash through that one.
I'll put my unwavering mark on it. And one more.
Hit. You hack into this thing, and it also has some slime dripping off of it.
Unwavering mark upon him as well, or it. And then for my bonus action, I will go invisible with Hidden Step. And that is my turn.
Alright.
Nara's going to be here. And attack this one.
Sorry, Randy, mind going on push to talk, please? Your typing's quite loud for me. That hits. The creature's looking bloodied now.
And again.
That's another hit.
And again.
And a crit. Just do a quick 3 attacks. Start slashing through it, and just big chunks of translucent jelly are just falling off of this thing. Screeches. It's weird screech.
And I'm gonna bonus action shield mastery, shove the one right here.
Okay.
And then knock it down.
And you just push it straight down into that cesspool that it emerged from. It gets back up, and really slowly. It makes this squelching sound, and just reaches out to you, Nara, with this tentacle. Very slowly. And
Disadvantage too.
Alright, you just...
Because it's within 5 feet of me.
Okay, yeah, it's very little chance of hitting. You just use your shield to just whack its tentacle away. And that's it. Alright, at the start of this round, Than, as you've entered the amidships, you, what's your passive perception? 22. Yeah, there's creatures in here as well. You see 2 scum swimming around. And they're just kind of emerging from the pool. That pool is very, very dark and murky. And they just rise up. And that's not all. There's something else as well. But you don't see it. It's around the center of the ship, around this location.
Does it look big?
You don't see it.
Feel big? Just, how do I notice it?
You hear it. You can hear something. But you can't see it. So yeah, you hear it.
Okay.
And yeah, you're not sure exactly what it is. I mean, it doesn't sound like it's a huge creature, but yeah, it's still concealed underneath that murky water. So,
Okay.
let me roll.
I let
these
everybody know.
creatures into initiative. So 3 creatures in there. Rend.
Alrighty. Yeah, we'll go ahead and continue the reckless attack on that guy.
That's another hit. It's looking bloody now.
Yeah.
It's another hit. More translucent slime squelches off of it.
And since I'm using 2, I can use a bonus action for a 3rd attack.
Yeah.
With a 2-handed weapon or 2 weapons.
13 is a miss. It just
So 17?
dodges. Oh, that's right. Reckless. That's a hit. It's almost dead. You're hacking into it and just pieces of it are falling off everywhere.
Alright. Yeah, that's it.
Lily.
I'm gonna try to follow up and do like Rand.
Hit. You stab into it. It squelches and it's still alive. That's another hit. And you stab into it again. More slime spills off of it. It quivers. It's slowly moving, but it's still alive.
I don't get a fancy 3rd attack like Rand though.
This quivering scum very slowly reaches out to Roderick with a tentacle. And it misses. Then.
Alright, I will take a step in here. And,
The room we're all standing in, Rand?
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Is there any way for me to get... A sec. Never mind. I think... Yeah, I'm just gonna probably cast Bless, I think. Gee. What I got here? Yeah, I'll just throw Bless out for now. So I will put it on Norin.
Thank you, my friend.
Rend.
Might want to do Nara instead.
Nara. Okay. Nara and who else we got in melee here? Roderick? Those 3.
Yep.
And I'll put the help action on one of them as well. I guess it'll be just the one in front of me.
Okay, that's the one you need to recklessly attack Rend.
Yeah. And that'll be my turn.
The scum attacks you back then. As you distract it, it jumps at you. And it hits. A slimy tentacle just comes into contact with your skin. Immediately, this sharp psychic energy fills your mind. It then tries to poke you with its trident. And that hits as well. Blade of the trident glances you for 9 piercing. And third attack. It hits as well for another 9. You can no longer detect that third creature in that pool of water. Damn.
Okay.
Alright, this thing touches the boiler, but it's still not enough to kill it.
Damn it.
It is just still alive, hanging on by a thread. And it's going to keep attacking Ren back. It's going to reach out with its mind-breaking touch. And it's a regular attack this time, because it had the unwavering mark on it.
Fuck.
Does he get resistance as well?
No, that's a
Okay.
different ability.
I'll
Alright.
use my reaction to make that a normal hit, if that's possible.
Okay. Alright, use your reaction. And you turn that crit into a regular attack. So Ren, you'll hit for 17 psychic damage. As it's wrapping that leg tentacle around you, it's trying to stab at Lily with a trident. Disadvantage. And then it turns around and it tries to attack Norin as well. And that's a miss. 15. The scum in the amidships moves towards you, swimming a little bit, and then it jumps on you, Than, and it reaches out with its mind-breaking touch. It's a miss. It tries to trident you. It hits for... Is that a hit? Yeah. It hits you for 6 piercing. And third attack. It's another hit for another 6 piercing. The other one closes in behind Lily as well. Roar! Jumps at her, using its mind-breaking touch. It misses. And then first poke, second poke, and you just jump out of the way of those incoming attacks. Roderick, you're hit for 1 point of fire damage at the start of your turn.
Again.
Yeah, you're kind of shoulder to shoulder with these boilers.
Yep. I can probably last another hour or so at this rate. Maybe. No, actually, probably not quite an hour. I'm just going to attack this one closest to me. Actually, I'll put a Hunter's Mark on it first.
Okay.
Hunter's Mark. And then... smack it.
You kill it. You just put the quarterstaff straight through its face. And it just slumps over onto the ground. Turns into like a slime.
Excellent. And then I will step up and attempt to finish this one off.
And you do as well. You impale another one straight through its face. It quivers and turns into a translucent jelly on the ground as well. Trident drops out of its hand.
Nice. Then I'll end my turn.
Norin, you take 1 point of fire damage at the start of your turn.
Okay. Son of a bitch, that is hot. Alright. Let's move a little. This area right here, is there boiling
Yeah.
water in that area?
Yeah, some of that
Okay.
water from that circular pool is boiling up.
Alright, let's just start working this one over then. There's first attack.
Hit. You start the damage yet?
Alright, I'll go ahead and reapply the unwavering mark. This one didn't damage anybody, did it? I think it was the one below, right?
Yeah, it was the one that was below.
Okay, well, I
This
can't
one
make the bonus
attack
action.
made all of its attacks on Nara and missed.
All right. Well, we'll keep on hitting it then.
Hit. Continue hacking it down to size. And that's another hit. And it's pretty much bloodied now.
All right. Am I still touching a boiler there?
Yeah.
Okay. Not a lot I can do about that. Yeah, I don't really have anything else. That's my turn.
Nara.
Gonna attack this one.
It's a miss.
That's bliss.
Natural 1. It's a miss. That hits. And it's looking pretty hot. That's another hit.
And then I want a bonus action shield bash that one and try to knock it down.
And it almost resists, but it like uses its tentacles to kind of grab onto the walls, and you just bring down the shield with all your might and flatten it to the ground. Meanwhile, this other one has all these slices missing from its flesh.
Oh yeah, am I supposed to be taking fire damage from this boiler?
Yeah, you take 1 fire damage as well. Forgot that.
I should have took one last time too.
Alright, this very slow scum is going to use its mind-breaking touch on Norin.
Wording maneuver. Oh well.
Alright, you try to ward the attack off, but it still catches you for 6 damage. And you have disadvantage on wisdom saves for 1 round. And then it kind of speeds up a bit. That slow has worn off.
Good thing it's almost dead already.
Ren.
Let's see. Oh wait, there's one behind us too. Crap. I'll try to finish off the one here. Or reckless attack that guy.
Hit. 13 damage, another good hit like that, and it's gonna die.
Let's try it again.
Hit. And not quite enough.
Son
to
of a
defeat it.
bitch. Alright, my final attack then.
That hits it, and it just disappears, sinking down into that big pool of water.
And yeah, I'll stay where I'm at.
Lily.
I'm gonna try stabbing this guy.
That's a hit. And the rapier just goes straight through its slimy flesh. That's another hit. Another squelch. Another hole impaled through it. Then.
Seb, is there any way for me to get to this square with movement?
Yep. You can go here, and then you can go here. And
Okay.
you will touch the boiler, so you'll take a
Okay.
point of fire damage.
So could I do that without if I bonus action disengage, can I do that?
Move through Nara and
East.
then Roderick.
Yeah, each square is 10 feet,
Yeah.
so as long as you
Okay.
got movement, you move
I'll get
3
to
squares,
there.
that's 30 feet. And you do
Great,
take
and then
1 point of fire damage if you climb over the boilers like that. Or yeah, you could just go through Nara and Roderick actually.
I
Either way,
have fire. fire resistance. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Yeah, it does. It means that you're not going to take any damage.
Okay, and then I'll quaff my superior healing potion.
All right, that's
So
superior is 8d4 plus 8.
okay.
So 16 minimum.
8d4 plus 8. Okay, I'll just end my turn here, I think. I did bonus action, yep. Okay, I'll just...
Alright, this scum is going to jump back up. And it's going to wrap a slimy tentacle around Nara. It misses. That's wrong.
Oops.
That's 8d8.
Sorry, 8d4, right?
Yeah, 8d. Yeah, so just reroll. All right, that's a miss, and you just kind of hold it back with your shield. As that's happening, it's trying to like get around your shield and poke into you. And both of those attacks miss. And then it actually just kind of slumps over this pool and it seems to really enjoy being in the liquid. And it speaks
It's gross bastard.
in deep speech. It's like this deep reverberating sound, like kind of shockwaves rippling out of it.
I look at Roderick.
Is deep speech undercommon, or is it a different thing?
It's a different language. Deep speech is like it's not even really from this world. It's like a language of aberrations.
From the
Beholders, yeah, far realm creatures, aboleths, things like that.
Fabulous beholders.
Alright, now the scum just kind of slides on forward, walking forward with its slimy tentacles and tries to grab Nara with its mind-breaking touch. It misses, and then tries to poke her, and it finds a gap in your defenses, hits you with a trident for 15 piercing damage, and it makes another attack. And that's a miss. Meanwhile, coming up behind you, Lily, is this other one. And it's trying to grab you with its tentacles. And it hits.
That one I'll shield that.
You cast shield, that tentacle just flicks backwards. And it then tries to poke you with its trident. And then it's going to try and attack Rend. And it hits for 5 piercing damage.
Alright, oh, never mind.
Roderick.
I'll shift my hunter's mark over to the next dude and start smacking.
Nice.
That's a good hit. And yeah, this one doesn't have any injuries yet, so you just start working on it. That is a miss.
Yep. And I'll use my second wind as well. With hunter's mark on it. Perfect.
You find you mark your target to second wind, and it is yourself.
Yep.
Alright, Norin, you take 1 point of fire damage from the boiler.
Yep. Alright, alright, well let's just go to town on this one here then.
Hit.
I'll put my mark on it. There's number 2.
Another hit. And another 12 damage. Looking a little bit hurt.
Number 3.
And a crit.
Good job, Kelly.
I just drive the longsword straight down to its shoulder, and the longsword like hacks into it a good 5 inches. All this slimy blood is spilling out of it. You rip the longsword out, and more of slime just sprays out everywhere. And it's looking bloody now.
Should I be using a greatsword? I mean, you can't.
It's just a great
On it.
longsword.
Yeah, it
In
is a
general.
very great longsword. Yeah.
No.
Attacking this one.
That's a hit.
And again.
That's another hit.
And again.
And a miss.
And then I'll bonus action shield bash it, try to knock it down.
Even despite it wrapping its tentacles around the sides of this pool, it still gets knocked to the ground. Also, Nara, you touch your elbow onto the boiler and take 1 fire damage. Rand.
Alright, I'm gonna attack the one Nara was just attacking, and Reckless attack that guy.
Always
That's a hit. The scum is still alive, but all these slashing weapons are just hacking it into pieces. It's like it's got all these holes and splits through it. That's another hit.
Alright.
And you just sink the hand axe straight into the middle of its head. The hand axe bursts through the back of its head, and it just kind of sinks down in this swirling pool of this other slimy corpse.
Then I'll use my last attack on that guy by Lily there.
It's got half cover, but that's a hit. They're pretty easy to hit, these things. And you just slice off a chunk.
Alright.
Lily.
Alright, I'm gonna see if I have any better luck with Ding Dong Doom.
These things not
Are they
affected by
immune, aren't
psychic damage. Yeah.
It's necrotic, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is
Necrotic.
I thought they were immune last time we did that.
No.
Psychic damage?
They're immune to
I tried to
psychic.
hit it with my Shadow Blade. And
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what it was. Yeah.
Alright, that works. And yeah, the necrotic damage causes all these, like, you can kind of see these, like, it's like vascular system, all these like membraney veins, and like through its translucent flesh, and they just become black and rotten, and it just starts splurting out this black ink all over the ground.
I just get the one of those.
Then you take 1 point of fire damage for touching the
Fire
boiler.
resistance.
You take 0. In fact, it's kind of just nice and warm for you. Feels good.
I'm going to cast. I'm gonna try to cast. I'm gonna transfer some life onto Ren here, so I'm gonna do it at 4th level.
Okay.
D8, right? So you gain twice that in health, and I take 28 damage.
16? Awesome.
You get
Thank
56
You get 50,
points.
56.
Wait, what?
You get 56 life.
Holy shit, thanks.
You get twice the damage he takes.
Yeah, this is like
Well,
this, so-
I saw the rolling D8, so I was like, alright, 16 points. That's cool.
Dan's over there flagellating himself.
There's just like this like purple wind that just escapes
Understood.
Than, enters Ren, and Than starts to look kind of pretty corpse-like.
And I will put the help action on the one next to Nara.
This scum keeps on trying to attack Nara. It's going to use its tentacles first. It misses. And then it tries its trident. Tries to find a small gap in between your plate armor and your shield. And it finds one. And it hits for 9 piercing damage. Ends its turn there. And this one's going to attack Lily. Tentacle attack. It misses. It's going to try a trident attack on Ren. And that's a miss. You do have half cover because there's a wall there. This section of the wall's giving you cover. And it's going to try a Lily again. And that's a miss. You jump back out of the way. Roderick.
Was this pool of water like bad for us, or is
Yeah, it's like a bubbling pool
Yeah,
of
so it's-
chemicals, basically.
Okay.
It's not going to be nice if you go in it. Probably get
Yeah.
like sick, poisoned, or something.
Go blind.
Yeah.
Right. In that case, yeah, I can do this. Move through to there.
You take 1 point of fire damage as you touch the boiler. In your eye off that pool, it's uncomfortably hot, exceedingly foul. When you look down these stairs, you see the large pool of water here and the plank, but no creatures in here.
I can destroy 10 gallons of water with the spell if I need to. But I will move my hunter's mark onto him and smack.
And
If that's a miss, actually,
that is a hit.
do it.
14
Yeah.
hits.
Advantage because of fan.
Oh yeah, you have a forgot that that's even a thing.
Yeah.
That's a hit. You
Oh,
didn't need it
it's
though.
a thing.
You didn't need it. That hit it anyway.
Okay.
So,
I need the bless though,
you
because
did.
I got -1 +1 from the bless.
14 is a solid hit. That's
So
an even
yes,
better
his
hit.
answer is yes.
And you
He's
just
avoiding it. I'll answer for him.
push the quarterstaff straight through the scum.
Yeah.
It's looking a bit injured now. It's got like a hole straight through it. And Naren, you take 1 point of fire damage coming into contact with a boiler.
Yep. I'm too big, so I mean it just keeps happening. Okay, there's boiling water right there.
Yeah, maybe I'll, like basically these two squares, this one and this one, are the dangerous ones. Maybe I should actually like move it over a little bit. But yeah,
Okay.
you get the idea.
Yeah. I don't really want to like stand there and start swinging. So, what I'll do, I'll back up. And start throwing javelins. We'll go for this one here. See if we can't get it hurt a little bit. First javelin.
That's a hit. And the javelin just sticks straight into it.
Second javelin.
That's another hit. And starts to look like a little bit of a pin cushion. It's bloodied now.
And third javelin.
That's another hit. And the javelin goes straight through it. Pretty hard.
I can reliably hit with the javelin, but the damage isn't always there. Alright, I think that's pretty much all I can do for now.
Nara, you take 1 point of fire damage from the boiler.
Nara's gonna move 10, 20 there. Attack this guy.
That's a hit.
And again.
That's another hit.
And again.
And another hit. Each time you're just hacking deeper into it and it's almost dead.
And I'll bonus action shield bash it again, and this time try to shove it 5 feet.
Okay.
Aiming there. I'm not sure if I need to announce where I'm trying to shove it or not, but
No, you can, as long as it's away from you. And it wraps its tentacles firmly around the wall and doesn't go anywhere. Ren.
Alright, continue with this guy by Lily. Reckless attack.
Hit. Just start to scallop that one.
Do it again.
Another hit. You hack another big chunk out of it. Another good hit like that, Ren, and it's going to die. But it has to be like that, or better.
No pressure.
I'm trying exactly like that this time.
That is a hit. And that works.
Does as you're told.
Put the hand axe straight into the middle of its head, and it kind of slips down these stairs and poof, into this pool of murky water and disappears from view.
Alright. And alright, that's it.
Lily.
Let's see. I guess I'm gonna. Can I shove my way up this way?
Yeah. If you remain in that one of these spaces, you will have a bad day, though.
Oh, okay. I could still move. Actually, back to where I was. I have 40 movement. So
Okay.
I think I'm okay. And I'll just start attacking.
That's a hit. And it's dead. You just push the rapier straight through it. And break initiative for now.
There was something in that water.
The moment he said break initiative, you're just like, over there!
If I have time, Seb, I'm going to start casting a scroll of prayer healing.
Okay. Alright, you begin that spell. It takes 10 minutes. And you probably don't want to do that there because it's going to be hard to make 100 concentration checks while you're constantly taking 1 point of fire damage.
Well, he's got fire
You
resistance,
definitely-
so he doesn't take any damage.
Oh, that's
right?
true. Actually, that's probably pretty good for you there. You definitely don't want to be in there, though. This is the danger zone.
Okay.
The danger zone.
I'll take the nice worm spot if I can.
Alright, Than starts that spell. It's going to take 10 minutes. What's everyone else want to do during that time?
Ara's gonna drink a potion of healing and ask if anybody needs one or more.
Well, I have one, but hopefully we are finished fighting for tonight.
I believe there's something. I can't really talk.
You did say something before you started, though.
I did.
Yeah.
I said what I had to say.
Tom believes that there is something else in the water over there, and I believe him.
I touched my nose.
Hopefully it will let us sit here for 10 minutes. I'll go collect my javelins, but that's pretty much all I'm gonna do.
Okay, so you guys happy to just hang out?
I'm considering using my primeval awareness. If I since with the following, yeah, I'll use it, and I think it just senses whatever.
Everything?
There is. Yeah.
Anything out of the stars?
So I suppose if there's still aberrations around.
Oh yes, there is. There are aberrations within 1 mile of you. Wait, is your favorite terrain bilges of ships?
That's only that's 6 miles if it is.
No, it's mountains and hills, but if there's any of those within 6 miles, could.
Alright, no, yeah, there's definitely aberration within a mile of you.
Okay.
Within 20 feet?
You can't
Well,
tell.
there could be. If I go for a jog,
distance.
I'll run away. Like
It doesn't
almost
ping
a
the
mile.
map? It doesn't ping the
No.
map?
It
Oh,
doesn't, sadly.
I see.
Alright, looking down into the amidships, Ren, do you reckon you could probably feasibly swing your sword here, like great sword, in this area? It's a bit more spacious.
Cool.
Alright, so what? You guys wait for 10 minutes, that spell goes off. There's no activity from anything else during that time. There were a couple of scum that did escape, if you guys remember. A couple of them that got knocked off the crane.
Yeah, we knocked them off the yeah. Been a week.
That was a scroll, by the way. I'm going to get that slot back.
Okay, 15 healing for all.
Thank you, then. Oh, a little stronger. I suppose we could go and talk to this thing.
I'm not. I don't feel. I'm gonna pop another potion if I can.
Yeah, Nara's gonna drink another heal potion too.
I've got a bunch. I've got 4 regular potions of healing that I'm willing to throw at Than. If you want.
Okay. Well, I've got 3 on me. I'll use 2 of mine, and we'll see where it goes.
Hey guys, down some potions. They taste really sweet. Make you feel a lot better.
Hopefully we do not need to fight.
You hear another massive explosion somewhere in the distance.
Jesus. Our little friend's been busy tonight.
Oh yeah, that's the dude that's distracting everything.
Yeah.
It's working.
He just wanted to
we
destroy
assume
the
it
town.
is. I mean,
That
if
dude's
we
running
assume
his
it is, it might
spay.
not be. Alright. Yeah. I guess let's head inside.
As you stand here as well, you can see like the alchemical build-up on the walls. Like this slime covering everything. Even the boilers are caked in scum. Like literally, like those scum creatures, and also other scum. Everything is slimy and slippery. It's very humid here, and it would be uncomfortable to spend a prolonged amount of time here. But no one's having any like difficulties dealing with the humidity and heat at the moment. And yeah, there's like this water feels very like hot, or uncomfortably hot. It looks exceedingly foul. There is actually a walkway over the other side, and when you peer beyond the amidships, you can see a set of stairs leading up towards the stern.
Are we entering this area? You guys.
Well, it might be better to enter from the other set of stairs that Nara is at currently.
That light goes out as well, the one that Thomas threw down there.
Well, lead. Just let me know when you're ready.
Well, I feel like we should prepare. Jeez.
Prepare for trouble.
So we come back tomorrow.
Make it double.
Well, I mean, if you guys want to keep going, one of 2 options. Either we can try to prepare ourselves. I can cast Water Walk on us. That'll be my last spell slot for that level, I think. 1 second. Yeah. Yeah, that would be the end of that. Or I can try doing another 10-minute cast, but I don't know if that's going to work.
Can we get an idea of how deep this water might be based on the outside of the ship that we've seen?
A few feet at most. It's I mean, you're going to be up to your knees.
But you're saying it's like scalding hot, or it's really hot, right?
It is, yeah. It's like it's enough to burn you.
I mean, it'll
Feel
still
like-
burn us even if we're walking on it, right?
No, because we can walk on
Yeah, you could.
out of character. We can walk on lava with this thing, with this spell, I believe. But ask Seb, actually.
I mean, it doesn't make it any less hot, though.
Yeah,
right?
you could take
Yeah, I don't
damage from the steam, but you could walk on it. But then you would be basically kind of squeezed, because you'd be like pushed up near the ceiling.
I'm pretty sure I heard something under that water, so I have a feeling if we enter that room, we're going to be either stuck fighting on the bridge or... Yeah.
Well, it's up to you, my friend. If you,
I'm willing to... Obviously,
if you
I'll...
would like to cast a spell.
I would prefer to cast a 10-minute spell. Do it as a ritual. I just don't know if we have the time for that.
Our small friend will have, well, he'll run out of buildings to blow up eventually, I think.
All right,
Who
I'll go back to my
knows?
ritual spot and I'll start casting Water Walk as a ritual.
Okay.
See what happens.
You guys happy to wait another 10 minutes? Anyone want to do anything else during
Sure.
that time? Keep in mind that if you do water walk and you walk on the surface of this water, then you're going to effectively be squeezing because you just don't have enough headroom. It's
Does
not
that apply to me as well?
Yeah. Everyone is everyone is medium-sized here.
Yeah.
So yeah, you take up a 5-foot square.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Wow.
So, I mean, it might be easier.
Might be a
to-
bad idea.
It would just it wouldn't be squeezing. You would definitely have the you couldn't swing a two-handed weapon effectively. Like it's cramped. You wouldn't have to squeeze necessarily. So if someone that wants to use a two-handed weapon, they may want to be exempt from it.
All right. Let me know if you want to be exempt.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think it's deep enough to drown in there.
Okay. Renzo.
Y'all can breathe underwater too.
The water's not
Like
very
knee
deep.
deep.
Yeah, like knee deep at most. It's just the hazard is the heat, which if you're walking on the surface of it, it is going to be hot anyway. Like the steam's going to get you, but it also looks pretty, foul. So you may be able to avoid getting poisoned by it. Alright. So, alright, you're 5 minutes into the ritual now. And we're going to roll initiative. You're attacked. Nara, you're the one that notices this first. Something is standing at the other end of this plank. You can vaguely see it. They are humanoid, but also quite fishy. Some sort of strange hybrid between a fish and a female humanoid. She has like flippers for arms, different pieces of underwater fish, like deep sea fish, stitched together basically, similar to a flesh golem, but a fish golem. And there's someone behind her as well. You can hear some movement, but you can't see anyone.
Mr. Dory, I presume.
And I just need to do one other thing.
Oh. Oh, if that's Mr. Dory, he's had a bad day, or 3. Wow. Nara, me and you, the ones closest to the doors. Bottom of the initiative.
It's like,
Alright, that thing appears at the end of the hallway. I mean, looking at this monstrosity, it's obviously hostile. So,
Can you show us the art again? Almost looks like mechanical tubes coming out of her head.
Kind of, or like.
it's like a board queen.
you can hear something from behind her, but you don't see anything. There's definitely someone behind the golem. Rand.
Alright. Let's see. So did you say each of these are 10, or that was just when everything was crowded in there?
It's all difficult terrain everywhere in this entire ship.
So 10, 20.
Now you take 1 fire damage, you do glance the boiler.
Alright. $30. Go ahead. 40. I'll use my bonus action to ignite the flame tongue.
Okay. And when you step in here,
Mhm.
it's It's not actually that bad. It doesn't actually burn you. You're able to tolerate it.
Okay. And then, can I just hold my action, and if something gets close enough for me to attack it, then I can attack it?
Yeah, there's actually something else that gets you anyway, Rend. You've just evoked a ready to action when you stood there. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
You feel some sort of strange corruption coming from an area behind the fish golem. It's like you start to feel sick, but you resist it. You're good with a 16.
Oh.
You start to feel sick, like really sick for a brief moment, and that's about it.
Okay.
Lily.
Oh, these two, huh? Okay. Well, I guess let's start with the one in front. We'll throw a ding dong do matter.
Alright, this fish golem just kind of murmurs, makes these bubbling sounds, and makes a wisdom save. It has advantage, but it fails, and a couple of fishy pieces just fall off of it.
Alright, I think that's all I can do.
Fan.
I will. Okay, I'll cast Bless on Norin, Nara, and Roderick. Oh, sorry. I forgot to ask you. I was doing the ritual, but can I stop that without using an action or whatever?
Yeah, you can just stop it and then.
Okay.
Thank you, friend, for the bless.
I guess I'll move up to about here. Then end my turn.
Alright, this slimy golem just slips into the water and starts wading towards you quite quickly, like a fish. And when it gets up to you, Ren, you can use your reaction to slice it.
Alright. Can it be a great weapon attack or no?
Yeah.
Alright.
Doesn't need to be on your turn, that one. How does it hit? Alright, it screeches and it really doesn't like that fire.
Oh my god.
However, it is resistant because it's in the water. Resistant to the fire damage. But you still hit it really hard. And it really doesn't like that fire. Not only that, the smell of cooked fish permeates the air.
Nah, just I'm getting hungry now.
Ren starts eating it.
Alright, when it does get to you, Ren, you do that attack and it starts to go crazy. And it makes this attack at disadvantage because of the fire. That's a miss. And that's a miss.
Oh, so I guess it's like a lot of golems.
There's something else in the water, don't forget. And it's hidden. And now it's not, because it comes in attacking. And this is what this thing looks like. It's another strange, aberrant, humanoid, gill-ridden fish monster with no nose or mouth. But it does have a short sword in its hand. And it is hidden, so it has advantage on this attack. It's not going to be hidden in a second when it attacks. And here it comes. Make a Constitution save against poison. It hits you just out of nowhere. Something just pokes you.
Oh,
right.
I have advantage because of my belt.
Okay. Alright, you succeed. Do you also have resistance? I think you have resistance to poison as well.
Let's see, with the belt.
It gives you the fortitude of a dwarf, I would imagine. No.
Yeah, saving. Let's say advantage on saving throws and resistance against poison damage. Yep.
Okay. Alright, this creature, it has a special ability where as long as it... Where is it? Is hidden, its first attack is an automatic critical hit. Similar to an assassinate feature. So it's a critical hit. Alright, you take 8 points of poison damage. The poison doesn't get doubled, that's a saving throw. You do take an extra... You take 11 piercing damage, so 8 poison, 11 piercing, and then the sneak attack is another 26. Yeah, this thing's like a fish assassin. Just stabs you, trying to one-hit you. But you're still standing. And then it slips back into the water. And it uses its bonus action to hide, heavily obscured by the water. So you need to have a perception of 24 or higher to notice this thing.
Jesus.
And it just slips away. I don't think anyone has 24 or higher.
No.
Alright, Roderick.
Right. I will move through people. 1, 2. What does this guy seem like?
Is your
Is it
movement
like-
speed 30?
It is at the moment.
Okay, cool.
First.
Alright,
it's
he's
35 at the
you
moment.
can't see him. He's invisible.
Yep. Oh, he's invisible.
Yeah, you can only hear him.
In that case, I will move my hunter's mark onto this fish lady.
That's very
And
generous.
And
Very
I will
generous
actually
description.
draw my bow. And fire.
And you did the hunter's mark, right?
Yes.
Okay. That is a hit.
on there.
Just rips off a chunk of fish.
Nice. I will actually forego one of my attacks. Actually, no, Rend has used his reaction, hasn't he?
He has.
Then I will not. I'll shoot again.
That's another hit. And another chunk of fish is ripped off of it.
Then I will ambush them dreadfully.
And that's another good hit. And 18 damage. Another chunk of fish comes apart from this thing.
Wouldn't happen to be in darkness here, would I?
No, Ren's longsword, greatsword is
Yep.
illuminating everything. I'm mixing up my greatswords and my longswords today.
I'm going to action surge and do some of that again.
Nice.
It's a miss.
That one
And there's a
is-
critter in the water too.
That's a hit.
You distracted me. What? I shoot in the water. It's like there's a critter in the water. Just like take a random shot. And another one. And I'll add a menace to this one.
Okay. Now that golem's looking pretty messed up. Do a menacing attack. And doesn't seem to have the sentience to be frightened, this thing.
Right.
Doesn't really pay any attention to that scary attack. Norin.
Alright. And 20. And that's the 30, I suppose. Alright. Let's, I only see one thing, so that's what I'm gonna go for. Get some javelins out of my pack once again and start chunking. Here's one. Oh.
The 13 hits.
Oh, wow.
This thing does have like some crustacean plates kind of for armor. It's got all these different appendages like squid tentacles. It's got like fish gills, flipper arms, crustacean shells on it. And yeah, you just smash straight through that armor.
Cool.
That's another hit. And more pieces of it fall apart.
And Unamas.
Direct hit. And the javelin sticks into its head. It flicks back, but it's not quite dead.
Oh, that D6 is killing me.
It's not killing anything else.
Yeah, true.
No, it's close.
All right, that's it from Norin.
Nara.
Nara's gonna dash.
Alright, Nara, you run up to the edge of the gangplank. And you can hear something moving around. You can see these like wet footprints appearing on the ground here as well, and something breathing heavily.
Ugh.
And you'll see it for a brief moment because it casts a spell and that breaks the invisibility. It's Mr. Dory. He looks like he's just been on a bender. His flesh is slimy.
Gross.
It is covered in these lesions and welts. One of his
Those maggots?
eyeballs is one of his eyeballs is like looking in one direction, one is looking in another direction. Neither of them are looking at you, and he's just chuckling a little bit as these squirming maggots drip out of his mouth. And then he just disappears because the entire chamber is filled with a cloud of noxious gas. Cloud kill.
Damn it. Hate this spell.
Okay, so oh, this is not the best template, is it? Maybe I'll make it bright green. Alright, he puts the cloud kill. Can't really see it properly. Let me grab a better template.
I can't tell if I'm in or
Yeah,
not.
I think it's an animated one, so if you don't have the anime graphics turned on, you're not going to see very well.
Oh, I never do.
But I'll get a better template actually. Let me just quickly grab that.
Trying to give my poor computer a break.
Not enough cloud kills in this campaign to have the template. Alright. It goes like that. Like there. Alright, so the area is heavily obscured. And if you start your turn in it, you have to make a constitution save against poison.
Damn it.
And it's just a big cloud of gas, and then you hear those wet footsteps move away from you, Nara.
Screw this guy, man.
The door slams shut. Alright, Ren, make a constitution save against poison. Alright, let me
And then I'm resistance
change
as well.
this. I think it's only putting up the description. Let me change it to damage. That's what it does, at least you can see that there. And there's the damage. I don't know why that's not working. Anyway, it's 5d8. Alright, you succeed the saving throw and take 5 points of poison damage.
Alright, and then gonna great weapon master the golem in front of me. And reckless. Might as
Okay.
well. Go ahead.
Alright, it'd be advantage and disadvantage because you can't see anything. And you just, you feel the blade just strike through it and it splash into the water. You got it.
Alright. Then So let's see. Shit. 5, 10, 15, no, 10, 20, 30. So right here, is that outside of the gas?
How far can you jump?
It is. It's
Uh,
outside.
so-
Oh, yeah, but we don't want to be in the gas anyway.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of the gas. And I guess I'll end right there if I didn't kick the dude underwater anywhere.
You didn't run into it. Lily.
Alright, I'll back up a step, and I'm going to attempt a dispel on that.
Go for it. Alright, step back, you latch onto the arcane wave, trying to dispel it. And it's going to be an intelligence check.
Oh no.
And
I know that 11 doesn't do it.
yeah, it is too strong for an 11. You do take 1 point of fire damage as you move
Okay.
by the boiler.
There we go. That was my full action.
Than.
I'll use a scroll of dispel magic on the cloud kill.
Alright, show me up, Van. You can do it.
Wait, do I
show,
have
show the
to?
wizard how that's supposed to go.
Can I do it from here? I can see it here,
Yeah.
or do I have to move?
No, you only need to see the magical effect. Well, actually, no, you need to see it. Just needs to be within range.
So I will do dispel magic via scroll.
Okay, and you'll need to make a
Do you want
wisdom
me to click it? Okay,
check.
wisdom check.
Yeah. So the scroll works same way.
Wow. Okay,
And
there goes that scroll.
Yeah, the scroll just disintegrates, crumbles into dust.
Oh, I thought I just saw Than just rip it up.
Basically, that's what I did.
That's
I
pretty
thought it was
much
like a coupon.
Yeah.
it's
I'll
expired.
I'll bonus action cast jump on myself. Oh wait, can I do that? Actually,
No,
that-
it's
no.
not a cantrip.
Yep.
Not a bonus action. Oh, it's not a
Okay,
cantrip. I mean.
I'll move up 10 feet. And another 10 feet. I can't see any enemies. None, not a one.
Correct.
There's one
Yeah,
enemy
there's
left, but he
splashes.
is hiding.
So I can't.
Note all you
I,
melee in there. Cloud
I
kill
just
is a
simply-
concentration
I
spell.
simply can't put my help action on anything.
You can put
That's
it on
really sad.
Roderick if you like.
You could.
I'll just touch his beard real quick, and then it might.
Before your turn, Roderick, it's Harrod's turn. And this is where he's been hiding. And outside the cloud kill. And he's going to move in. He's hidden. The water is heavily obscuring him. Right, he doesn't get an automatic crit now. But he does have advantage. And he tries to poke you, Roderick. And when he does that, he's no longer hidden.
20
never mind.
hits.
I'm heavily obscured right here.
You are, yeah.
Oh, damn it! Can't help you, Rob.
These
Sorry.
creatures seem to be, linked, telepathically linked. All right, Roderick, they know exactly where things are. All right, Roderick, con save for you. That's a success. You take 6 poison damage, and you take 17 piercing damage from a sneak attack. And
Okay.
it'll attack again. And
Yep.
you'll need to make a... Don't double the poison, though, because it's a saving throw. Make another con
Yeah.
save.
Just get that.
The fish monster says, "Damn, I knew I should have saved my sneak attack for a crit." And... Alright, it hits you for 9 piercing and 6 poison, so 15 points of damage. And you fail your concentration save.
Yep.
As a bonus action, it attempts to slip into the water again. It's quite elusive, this thing, and once again it's hidden, and it moves away somewhere.
There's no opportunity attacks in that situation.
Opportunity attack requires sight.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah, when you're hidden, a creature can't see you. You're unseen. You're an unseen attacker. Alright, Roderick.
Okay. Can I tell if this is moving?
It's moving, yeah. It
It's
moves away.
So I will use my movement to step back here and hold my action to shoot a fish if I see, or shoot something that looks like an enemy.
Okay.
So something that looks like a fish.
Yeah.
There's a regular fish is swimming around in there.
Yeah. Going fishing.
Norin, you'll need a con save.
Con save. Oh, that's not good.
And 14 fails. You're hit for 17 poison damage.
Oh, that could have been a lot worse. Okay. So here's what we'll do. We'll see. No, I don't want to. Let's see. 10, 20, 30. And while I am here, I will let's see. Kind of don't want to use it, but at the same time I'm hurt. I'm working up against a spellcaster, so I'm gonna drink a potion of superior healing. So it's 8d4 plus 8. Okay, that's a lot more ones than I would have hoped for, but we can work with it. Okay. And that's my turn.
And now you'll need a constitution save for poison. And you resist, and you take 13 points of poison damage at the start of your turn.
Is it still difficult terrain up these stairs and whatnot?
Yeah, the stairs are just covered in slime. So everything is slippery.
You said he closed the door there, right?
Yeah, you come around the corner, and you can see like where there used to be stairs to the right, it's been completely boarded off, and then just a single slimy door beyond that.
I am gonna drink my potion of invulnerability.
Okay. You drink the potion, and it gives you resistance to all damage for 1 minute. I'll give you an icon for that. I think there might be an invulnerable one. Yeah, there is, like a little suit of armor. Alright, this cloud kill, it moves further through the ship towards the bow at the start of this turn. And
Damn. Not far enough.
Mr. Dory emerges. He's got like this, it's like a crustacean shell attached to his arm, like a shield. And he kind of just like, he walks all decrepit looking. But he seems deceptively powerful, even though he looks like, you know, completely messed up. And suddenly his eye just kind of bulges at you, Nara. And you need to make a constitution saving throw. You can feel this strange corruption, this sickness. And you can thank your blessings that you succeed. But you're still affected by his eye of corruption. You take half damage. So you take... You'll have resistance, so you take 3 necrotic damage and 7 poison damage. 10 points of damage from his eye of corruption. Beyond,
That was very nice time.
beyond him, there's like a room with a table with like this big seafood platter. on it, but like the seafood's all rotten. And it's like a little office here, a desk, and things like that. And he just chuckles. Ends his turn there. Rend, make a Constitution save for poison. Cloud kill wafted over you.
Jeez.
And you take 19 points of poison damage. Oh, actually, sorry. 9 with your resistance.
Yep. Alright, and we have water breathing on, is that right, guys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so can I duck underwater?
Yeah.
And do I have any visibility with the dark vision underwater?
It is 0. It is like so dark you can't even see your hand in front of your face. It's not dark, it's murky.
Is he protected from the cloud kill under the water?
No, it doesn't. Water doesn't stop the cloud kill.
Let's see, 10, 20, 30. Jeez. Let's see, 10, 20, 30.
An assassin's
Or-
still lurking around here somewhere too.
Yeah. And, is that outside the cloud at the moment?
Yeah, you're outside it.
Alright. And, I'm gonna try to hold my action and see if that dude pops up within range again.
Okay.
And, that's it.
Lily.
Alright, I really want this cloud kill to go away, so I'm gonna dispel it.
Go for it. Alright, you do it at 6th level and it's instantly dispelled. No more cloud kill.
No one can see. This is good.
Yeah, hopefully that's a little better. That was my full action though.
Hey, works.
Dan.
I have a tough decision to make here. I will use my last 4th level spot, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to transfer life onto Rend at level. So,
Which level? 4th level?
4th, yeah. So 18 times 2.
36.
I might lose it, yeah, okay.
So how much?
That's what it looks like.
You get 36. Or wait, sorry. Yeah, 36 life.
Cool. Thank you.
And
Thon just starts cutting himself.
yeah, I'm just
Oh,
slashing
God.
my wrists.
Blood magic.
I will, I guess I don't have a choice. I'm going to get back to here. And can't do really anything else, so I will do that and bonus action hide.
Alright, make a stealth check. Alright,
Just because I
11.
can.
Before your turn, Roderick, there is the fish monster. And
Okay.
it's going to attack Rend.
Do I get to shoot it when I first see it, or?
It's hidden until it attacks.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that's what it's going to do. It's going to attack Rend.
So do I get to attack when it attacks?
Alright, firstly, you do. Alright, well, it attacks you first, and you're hit. Make a Constitution save. Alright, you succeed, and you take 7 poison damage and 25 piercing damage. Alright, as it makes that attack, it's no longer hidden, and Rand and Roderick both get their ready attacks.
Right.
Cut it to pieces.
That's a hit.
Add a menace to it as well.
Alright, 12 damage from Roderick. That's a hit, Rend. And I'll make its wisdom save. Again, it is submerged, so it is resistant to fire, but you hit it really hard, 31 damage. It's looking kind of beat up. And it makes a wisdom saving throw. And same thing, it's got this psychic conditioning. It's very similar to a scum. It's not affected by frighten. And then it makes its second attack on Ren. And it hits. Make another con save for poison. And you take 11 damage. 5 piercing and 6 poison. And as a bonus action, it's going to try and hide again. Alright, this time it's a 14.
Aha.
And I think everyone's passive perception is 14 or higher. So it's not hidden from you. And it just kind of swims back. You can detect it now. It swims back against this wall. Ends its turn there.
Oh, it is own motherfucker.
Roderick.
It is. I'm going to Hunter's Market again because I lost mine before. And then shoot it.
That's a hit.
And again. If that's
That is a
15,
hit.
is it-
15 hits.
Yeah.
And yeah, not really wearing armor. This thing. It's just relying on some shells and stuff like that. It's looking pretty hurt.
Oh, so actually we'll move up 10 feet as well.
Okay. No.
Alright, I'll, several people down here to deal with that thing, so let's see, 10, 20, not really gonna be able to get to this guy yet, but 30, but I can throw javelins at him over Nara's shoulder.
He chuckles and he says in common, "It is the end. It is the day of reckoning."
I'm sure it is. Throw a javelin.
That hits.
Still
And
day of reckoning.
he is like very sturdy, this guy. And he's extremely quick, but you hit him pretty easily with 26. He's definitely got some supernatural abilities.
Alright, I'll throw another javelin at him.
That's another direct hit. And whoosh, you slash through him again.
And once more with feeling.
Hit. And whoosh,
damn
another
it.
javelin lances in.
I've rolled a 1 on every one of those attacks. It's ridiculous. Alright.
And you do die and reincarnate yourself as a something. I don't know. Never mind. Halfling. No, it doesn't work on damage.
Okay. Alright, well. Alright, that's my turn.
No.
I'm gonna attack him with my first attack. I want to try to shove him backwards.
Okay. You knock him back and he just smashes into a couple of chairs.
Great. I can get in there.
You enter this chamber, and I'll just describe it to you briefly. So there's like clouds of steam, and then there is this little cornucopia of cloves and cinnamon and ginger to try and make the room smell nicer. But then there's like these strange plants hanging from the ceiling, thick twisted vines growing on the walls, and then this big disgusting wicker platter of raw rotten seafood, and desk and a chest and things like that. And whoosh, you hack into him, and he's like kind of similar to these scum creatures in the way his flesh is translucent. You can actually see like his vascular system and even like some bits of bone and stuff straight through his translucent flesh. And you hack into him again, slice another translucent part of his flesh off, and he's got a couple of small scratches on him now.
And bonus action, I'm gonna shield bash him and try to knock him down this time.
And you knock him to the ground prone. He just kind of punches his hand straight through the wall with supernatural strength, and he helps himself to his feet. And then he takes his left arm in his right arm and he snaps it. Like literally breaks his own arm. And then there's this big pointy bit of bone sticking out like a rapier. And then he tries to stab you with it.
Good God.
And he hits. And
Look
these
out, he's armed.
purple crackling lightning bolts of necrotic energy
That's a good one.
hit you
That's a good one.
for 7 damage, Nara, with your resistance.
Quick, disarm him.
And he tries to stab you again. That's a miss. And then he makes a third attack. And you block that attack as well. And he's going to end his turn there.
Alright, the fighters are about to whoop up on him.
Rend.
Alright, join. And, well, reckless attack and great weapon master.
Yeah. That is a hit. And you just like hack into the water. You can vaguely see the creature there. And it's looking pretty haggard. Harrod is looking haggard. That's a hit. More chunks of slimy flesh break away from it. And it's almost dead.
Damn. Alright, yeah. I don't have time. Alright.
Lily.
I can't see anything from back here.
Alright, as you move there, you do take 1 point of fire damage from touching the boiler.
Okay. So now who can I see? This guy, huh?
Yeah.
Alright. I don't think I have any attack magic left. Nope, no attack magic, so it's gotta be a cantrip. That's all I've got.
Cantrips for the
Try to
win.
ding dong doom him.
Ding dong doom and
Nice.
ding dong dead.
Nice.
Woo!
Lily comes in with the kill steal.
I've been hiding out of sight the whole fight from you guys.
Comes in for the
Just,
glory
just
hit.
came in to kill steal, yeah.
It just sinks into that murky water and you can't see it anymore. Then,
Alrighty. 10, 20. So is that?
it's an enemy. Attack it. No, it's Norin.
Please
It's
don't.
Norin? Oh, okay.
Fireball.
That doesn't stop you from attacking it.
Okay. I think what I'll do is, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cast. Maybe. Yep, doing it. I'm gonna cast silence. Oh, where is it? Here it is.
Oh, interesting.
Dropping bless. And I'm gonna put it right where Norin is.
Okay.
Good call.
And my turn. And bless is down.
Roderick.
Sorry.
Okay. this is still half movement in here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all difficult. Everything in this entire ship is difficult terrain. Unless you're a fish monster.
So if I dash, I'll have a total of 50 feet. So it's 20, 30, 40, 50. And that is all.
No.
Alright. Let's move up to Mr. Dory.
Isn't this so peaceful? He says telepathically in your mind.
Oh.
The Whisperer has arrived. The styes are finished, and so is my time here. That hits.
I'll give him a different kind of piece.
Are we arresting him?
And start attacking to him. He's obviously no longer human. He's a fish monster too.
I'm gonna put my unwavering mark upon him.
Fish people have rights. That is a hit. You hack into him some more.
Fish people maybe, but undead fish people? No.
That's another hit. And he's not yet bloodied. He's quite tough, Mr. Dory.
Well, when Ned and Kelly get through with him, he'll be nice and bloody. There you go.
Nara.
Which one's Ned?
Nara has Ned. I called Kelly. I like the name better.
You move through and just push a couple of these seats out of the way. There's that festering seafood platter right next to you. If you're hungry, you can take a bite.
A bonus action fighting spirit.
What's this?
And attack him 3 times.
Nice.
Hit. Hit. And a hit. Alright, he's getting hacked to pieces. He's looking pretty injured now. One of his eyeballs like pop out of his socket and he quickly sticks it back in.
Ugh.
And he just chuckles telepathically. Excuse my appearance here. My flesh tends to rot when I haven't tended to my boils and ulcers. And
It's gonna explode.
he's gonna do that crazy eye at you again, Nara. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Don't have bless now, right?
Nah.
He glares at you with this janky eye, and you resist again, luckily. So you take 6 necrotic damage and 8 poison damage with your resistances. You don't want to get hit by this thing because you're going to be taking like over 100 points of damage if he hits you twice in a row somehow. But slim chance of that happening. And he just keeps on chuckling. Like he seems to be very blasé about this. Doesn't really seem to care that he's being hacked into pieces. Ren.
Yeah. He hears all the fighting. He 30, 40. He's not in a huge rush. He'll stay right there this round. He's tired.
Okay, you can dodge.
Alright.
Really?
That's as far as I think I can even move. Oh, I guess I can dash. Still don't see anybody.
Yeah, he's like up these stairs and around the
Can't
corner.
hear anybody either.
I'm waiting for the explosion.
Then,
Norn hit this back wall. Utterly
How-
silent.
How high was the place where we came down from?
about 8 feet.
8 feet.
Seven to 8 feet. Yeah.
And then over on the other side here, these stairs go up.
Yep.
To like, I'm just trying to understand where the top deck is.
There is no top deck. It's just the hull's been.
Oh, it's just
like,
all
converted.
open. It. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like literally like the hull of the ship's been hollowed out, and this is just like the bilge that's been converted into this very dank, small chamber at the bottom of the ship.
Okay. All right. I will. I guess I'll just move up. So that's going to be a total of 50. To get there. Yeah, I'll just do that. I'll come up to about here. Bonus action. Cast jump on myself. And I'll use my action as a dash to get there.
Just leap over us.
Well, not just yet, but just want to have it on hand, just in case.
Damn, I wanted to see you leap over us.
Roderick.
So they went up the stairs, right?
Yep.
I would like to follow them.
Remember, it's very quiet in there.
Very quiet. Do I need to be able to cast Hunter's Mark to move it?
No.
No. Yeah, in that case, I will just move it onto him. And I will shoot him.
A 14 is a miss. Dodges straight out of the way of that.
I will attempt again.
A 20 hits him. Arrow sticks into him. Keeps on murmuring telepathically to everyone.
Alright.
He says to you, Norin, I have been gifted. I am all powerful.
You're a loony.
I'm gonna move this way. Give some other people room if they wish to come in here. Yeah, I'm not really gonna answer him. I'm just gonna keep slashing. So, there's one.
Hit. And we continue hacking into him.
Okay, reapply the mark with that one, and then continue. Ah,
As a miss.
and once more.
Blocks you with his sharpened rapier bone arm. That hits. And he's actually looking a bit injured now. And he like kind of murmurs to you telepathically, like whimpering a little bit.
Yeah, Nora doesn't really care.
Nara.
I'm gonna attack him 3 times.
It's a miss. That's a hit. And that's another good hit. You hack into him and he's looking pretty damn hurt now. He's starting to lose a little bit of his bravado, actually. And then he like kind of runs, provoking from Norin and Nara.
Yeah, he's gonna stop.
He runs to the exit. Alright, you stop him instead, and you just like basically stab him straight through the leg. Nara, you hack towards him, but he actually turns around, hits your 13 away. And he then just says, okay, mercy, no more, I surrender. I'll tell you everything I know. If you let me free. So what do you guys say to that? He'll tell you everything he knows if you let him free.
So I know we
You
need
can
to learn
respond to
stuff
him
from
in
this
like
guy.
Well, actually, it's not a two-way telepathic communication. He's speaking in your mind, so it'll just be like a, a gesture, body language or something. You're in the silence.
Sign language.
How do you guys react?
I laugh hysterically, but I can't be heard by anyone. And I scream, "Kill him!" but nobody can hear me.
Can anybody?
He's offering you to tell you everything he knows in exchange for the information.
How much does he know?
Well, we won't know until he starts talking.
All right. He feels like you guys are not going to let him free, so he'll just start attacking instead. He'll just try and stab you, Norin.
Okay. Probably will.
Miss. He hits you for 19 damage, piercing you with this like snapped arm of his. And another attack. It's a miss. Ren.
So did everybody hear him, or just Nara and?
It's just Nara and Norin and
Okay.
Roderick. Anyone he can see. He doesn't. Yeah, he can't.
I mean, we can just. I mean, if we really need to, we can just knock him out.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
There's more than one way to
30,
get information out of someone.
40.
we can force him to talk. So.
Well, I didn't hear it, so I'm gonna.
You can't go through walls, Ren. You went through like
Was there a wall?
2 walls. Yeah. You can't go diagonal through walls, is what I meant. You have to go through Roderick's space and go around.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a wall there. Sorry.
wait.
He's busy just.
Which square were you in? This one, right?
I was right here.
You were.
Oh yeah, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Cost you
So-
50 to get up to him.
10. Yeah, 20. Okay, so 30.
Walls block diagonals, basically.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't realize that was a wall there. Sorry.
You
It's
probably
kind of
don't.
like the ledge in that other thing where I didn't realize it was.
You can just go
That
through
was
it.
so-
So
either.
slick with blood, he just slips through it.
I am missing a little section of dynamic lighting there. There should be a wall there.
Yeah, that's it. I'll just go ahead and use a dash to. No, I won't. I'll stay where I'm at. I will just hold my action. If he comes close to me, then I'll attack him.
Okay. Lily.
So Lily is only just now realizing she's inside of silence. She's gonna back up. Am I out of it here?
Yeah, it's wait, it's 20 feet silent?
20 feet, yeah.
Yeah, you're in it because yeah, it originated from this square, so 5, 10, 15. You're still in it. That's 20
So
feet.
5 more feet. Okay. I can't be diddly in there without my voice, so I'm just going to put a mirror image up on the off chance I need it.
Okay.
You said that everything over here is open to the sky.
No, nothing's
Oh,
open.
no.
There's like a ceiling above you everywhere. It's 7 or 8 feet tall. You're in the bilge of the ship, so the very bottom deck, which basically just houses all of the sea slime. It's been converted though into like one single layer. Fan.
Well, I don't really want to go in there. So
Lily just shrugs at you like, yeah, I understand what you mean.
I already cast jump, didn't I?
Yes.
Can't do that again. Yeah, I'll just dodge. Yeah, I'll dodge.
Okay. Roderick.
Okay. I suppose I will shoot him. Here we go.
17 is a miss. He dodges that.
Miss.
Kind of like his neck kind of snaps to the side, and he's got this supernatural speed about him.
I should get rid of that. Last from there. And again.
And an 18 is a miss. He's got cover, and that misses him.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of dislocates some of his limbs and stuff as he moves around really quickly. It's very disturbing to look at.
It is. Yeah, I won't get in people's way more than I am.
No.
Or Ren's way.
I'm gonna use my first attack to try and shove him to the ground.
And down he goes.
Alright. Now I'm gonna take a couple of attacks with Kelly.
You don't need to do this.
Damn it.
Miss. Rolls to the side.
Come on,
You don't
advantage.
need to do this.
That is a hit.
Okay.
And you slash into his arm.
I'll put the unwavering mark back on him.
Please, mercy!
He's shouting mercy now. After he tried to kill us several times.
Let me do my attacks first and then decide if I will surrender.
Exactly.
Nara.
I was just gonna attack him 3 times.
First one is a crit. He goes to block you with his arm rapier and you just shatter it and stab into him.
Can I non-lethal this? I don't know how that works if they're not actually alive.
So basically, if you reduce a creature to 0 hit points with a melee attack, you can just knock them out instead of kill them. And they'll just be like stable at 0 hit points.
Alright, if I take him to 0, that's what I'm trying to do non-lethal then.
Sure. And you hack into him again. And he's looking like he's close to being knocked out. You hit him again, and he's still hanging on.
Ah. Guess we
And Nara tries to say yield, but obviously says nothing.
I mean,
She says, nothing!
He says, I will never surrender now. And then he actually doesn't even get up. He uses Eye of Corruption on you, Norin.
of course.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, this might put me down.
You resist. You take 10 necrotic and 14 poison damage.
Well, it doesn't take me down.
Alright, it doesn't take you down. I surrender, he says when it doesn't take you down. Ren.
Accept his surrender now.
And he just stays down on the ground. He's like just pleading, holding his hand up.
Well, it's silent. Nobody has told me not to kill him. So, great weapon master, reckless attack.
Nobody can tell you.
I know, but that's beside the point.
Rend isn't complaining.
Well, he can still make death saves if other people want to keep him alive. That hits him, and you hack into him. He's now, if you're not knocking him out, he's unconscious and dying.
You've reduced the creature to 0 hit points. You can still attack him twice more, and it'll be crits, which will kill him.
No, I did my job. I came up here, sopping him up. So, alright, I just walk back out.
You can, if other people are trying to keep him unconscious, Norin and Nara can, you can do body language to put that across.
Yeah, yeah, we would.
Alright, I'll break initiative now. You guys just restrain him and prevent him from dying.
Yeah, if possible, we want to cover his head or his eyes. Stick a bag on his head or something.
I remember he surrendered afterwards.
After attacking one more time.
Let's yeah, tie him up, blindfold him.
Yeah, he's
so I
not
can
gonna
see
be.
underneath that
He's not
eye.
gonna be waking up for at least an hour unless he gets healing. So yeah, you guys capture him. He's under arrest. All right, let's take a 10-minute break now, and then
Cool.
we'll see what he has to say, or if there's any evidence here when we get back. There's like a desk and some notebooks and things like that, so good evidence most likely. See you guys soon.
Yep.
Hey, good job, everybody, not dying.
Yeah.
Yet.
Close.
Fair.
If Thomas was here, that could change. Cast Mage Armor. Fireball.
Maybe not even in that order.
Casts Fireball on us. Gets Mage Armor for himself.
Hey guys.
No.
Hello?
Oh yeah.
Welcome back.
How's everyone doing?
Good.
Okay, so you guys have fought your way through to the stern of the ship, and Mr. Dory is now unconscious. This is like immediately after the battle. And how do you guys want to go about restraining him?
I suggest
cut his
we cut
eyeballs
his
out.
arms off. His arms. He only has one left, right?
To disarm him?
Exactly.
I can't hear anything.
Isn't it his eyes that do the damage?
Yeah, they did a lot of damage.
So did
Just to
he
have it
need
back.
like what if we blindfolded him so he can't use? Would that be a way to?
Or just keep him on 1 health, so
Possibly.
we'll murder him if he does anything.
Okay.
He just said he wanted to live, right? He didn't say like whole.
Do you want to drop that silence then? So people can talk?
Oh yeah, I'll drop the silence for sure.
He cast Earthquake.
While we're waiting on him to wake up.
recast
in the
silence.
Anyway, let's take a look around the room. See what we can find.
Okay. So this room has this very dense air. It's a little bit hard to breathe. There's these thick clouds of steam just kind of wafting through the walls from the other heated chambers here. There is this like little dangling garland of cloves and cinnamon and ginger to try and help with the stench. Strange plants hanging from the ceiling. These thick, twisted vines tangled around enormous bulbs and flowers of this sickly yellow hue lining the walls. There's like water all over the floor and slime everywhere, and there's actually a curtained off area over here as well. And that curtained off area just contains a small bed chamber, which like the bed is just slimy. Everything is covered in slime and water. There's a scarred desk with its legs sawed off, kind of pulled up against the wall here. The desktop is cluttered with all this damp pieces of parchment. So everything is wet, and this is like a little slimy quarters of Mr. Dory. You can imagine everything's wet. You can't really write letters and stuff with wet paper, but he's obviously fallen into some sort of decrepit state. And then on the table there is just a wicker platter filled full of raw and rotting seafood, and a mahogany box against the wall as well.
Try to open the mahogany box.
Okay. It's unlocked, and inside there, everything is wet and slimy, of course. There is a velvet purse. You open it up, and there are 6 large pearls inside, worth 500 GP each. Do not forget, you did have an agreement to give 1/3 of all the treasure to the thief.
From the warehouse. This is not the warehouse.
You had an agreement to give 1/3 of all the treasure to the thief. However you want to word it yourself, that's up to you, but that was what the agreement was. These are the pearls that the thief was talking about.
Yeah, he has burned down half the city. We might as well give him a third of it.
He literally,
That's what I'm saying. He earned it.
he literally told you about these pearls. He is aware that they exist. Alright, 6 500 GP pearls. Who's doing party loot?
That's me.
Okay.
Ignore.
So yeah, so far you've found the pearls and then that rare alchemical equipment.
I'm only gonna put 4 down for now. I'd put 2 aside for him.
Okay. Alright, the box also contains this tattered book with a florid spiral design. It's a religious symbol. The book contains some words.
Do any of us recognize the symbol of the religion?
Perhaps. You'll need to make a religion check. Dan and Lily, guys, staying out there, or did you want to be in the room too?
It seems like it's crowded in there. I guess I can just keep an eye on things.
Okay.
Rather than making it worse.
Norin, it is the religion of squiggly line.
Ah, I know a lot of people that practice this religion.
Friend, maybe you talk to Damper a little bit, the sentient rapier, or actually I don't even think Damper can talk. Somehow you know this. You can, I don't know how you know this, but Rend hears squiggly line, and he's all over it. You recognize it as
man in a tavern told me.
the symbol of Thurisden,
Oh,
an older evil.
this guy again.
Yeah.
We've come across not this guy, but like his worshippers. So.
Yeah, they're like Cthulhu worshippers. They worship aberrations and tentacle monsters, things like that. Aboleth, Kraken, and the sea as well. So this book, it's handwritten, and well, of course it's handwritten, but it has a combination of abyssal and infernal.
Yeah, languages that I have no idea how to speak.
I can read Dwarvish, so
Let alone read.
There's
belt gives me that.
Alright, so yeah, the book is quite slimy as well, but like the pages are still somewhat intact. You can tell that the book's been like wet and dried out. But there is a folded scrap of parchment tucked inside the front cover with another note written on it, and it's also in Infernal.
Does anyone speak Infernal here?
Oh, we have somebody that can comprehend languages when she needs to.
Yeah.
I might have.
You
We
can't.
used to have that
you-
creepy guy,
you're not-
didn't we?
You're not aware of this,
No.
Lily, because you're outside the room, and
I have Abyssal.
this is.
Norn would yell out the door because I don't think Norn would know if it was abyssal or infernal. So he would yell, do any of you know how to speak abyssal or infernal? Possibly both.
Abyssal.
I think we might have something for you to read.
Ren's just in there like, there's words. Can anyone read writing?
He starts sniffing the nasty food on the platter.
I can fix that.
Yeah, stop that.
All right, you can. So you can read Abyssal, Zan.
Yeah.
All right, so you can't read the note because it's infernal, but you can read what's in the book. It contains invocations and prayers to the god Thurisden. It's like an evil Bible. Yeah, there's some pretty disturbing stuff in there. So that was in the box.
Is it just a prayer book type thing?
Yeah.
Just okay.
There's invocation and prayers to an evil deity.
Pure evil, my friends.
To the
Pure
dark
evil
god.
in this book.
So obviously Mr. Dory is into some dark stuff. If you didn't guess so already. Alright, so that's the box. Then there is this this desk, and then all the seafood. There's like notes and stuff on the desk.
Would the seafood be fine if it was purified? Or is it like...
It would not taste any better, but it wouldn't poison you. You wouldn't get
Okay.
food poisoning.
Well,
You do alright. You're a bit of a ranger, Roderick, and your favoured terrain is the bilge of ships hanging by cranes. So now you notice something about these fish, maybe. Make a nature check.
okay. Can I speak with them? No.
Might be a little late for that.
Alright, well, just strange and hideous fish.
Yep.
Is anyone
maybe these are
else
the fish
proficient in
that-
Is anyone actually proficient in nature?
in nature? No,
Yeah.
actually. Even though I'm from the forest, no. But our little friend did tell us about very strange fish.
Yeah, these look pretty strange. These must be those strange fish from the deep sea. That
Do they actually seem like actual animals or aberrations kind of thing?
they're not transformed. They're like, they've got like little lanterns on their heads and sharp teeth and strange, look bizarre. But some of their bodies are like broken open. Like,
I think they're catfish.
there's something else as well. It's kind of tucked into all the seafood. It's a soggy piece of slimy parchment bearing a message, and it's written in common. It says, "The catch again indicates a disturbance beneath us. We cannot locate the cause, but fear they may be in the water near you. Praise Thurisdan. He rests and awaits. The Whisperer anticipates renewed lantern ghost harvests. The young one must be fed. This is how you'll serve us. The harvest must increase, for the young one grows in both size and appetite. Find someone to resume the lantern ghost task, and bring the candidate to the temple, where we shall appraise its worth. While the world is focused on the mayhem the giants are causing due to our volition, we will rise from the depths. The Storm King will know no thunder. We have him sequestered aboard our scry-proof vessel, the Morkoth, and it's currently circling the northern islands of the Trackless Sea, far from prying eyes. Be sure to destroy this message after you have read it, Mr. Dory. Signed, N."
Oh, Mr. Dory's an idiot, isn't he?
We can thank him for that later. The Morkoth is no, we didn't actually go that far, did we? In the Trackless Sea, we were like at the ice floes, weren't we? Before.
Do you want to look at the map? See what
Yeah.
he's talking about? Alright, you pull out the map,
And I draw on it for them. Again.
take a look. So the Trackless Sea is here, this section of sea,
Yeah.
north from the Sea of Swords.
And,
Circling the northern islands, so yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm guessing it's the purple rocks because, like, purple. And
Wait, what?
Well,
Adelaide and
purple.
stuff. Like, they're called
Regular.
purple rocks. And
It's regular PI.
It tracks for me.
it could be one of these other.
I thought you would have said because rock, you know.
Well, wasn't the ice giants at Gunbarg? Is that where we went to before?
I thought it was
the ice
Svardborg.
giants were up here at Svardborg.
Yeah, they're up here.
Rocks shouldn't be purple. They must be corrupted. I never did like amethysts.
And supposedly there's a hill giant lair like somewhere around this area too.
Okay.
They got lost.
So if there's hill giants here in Gunbarg, then I would imagine that these people aren't keeping Hecate close.
Do we know anything about Ascal and any of these places on the Purple Rocks?
Yeah, you can make a history check.
It is rocks, so...
And that's your favorite terrain.
Yep, you can tell that it's rocks.
So does that get my expertise on it?
It does, to tell that it's rock.
Okay, yeah.
That's
I'm
Roderick's
sure-
appraisal. They are rocks.
If anyone wants to interject about what is actually here, I ignore them and talk about the rocks.
Norin listens.
Is anyone like Alaskan by a chance? I don't think so. Alaskan human.
I am from the forest.
Gross. No.
Of Elusk.
Alaskan's like, well, the area around here.
Oh,
Like the northerner sort of.
like
A human? No.
Oh yeah, Ilusk used to be the region, and then it's like not there anymore, and the city
Was-
is built.
where was Ren's from? Because like was he?
Icewind Dale. Icewind
Yeah,
Dale area.
Icewind Dale, you'd have advantage
Yeah.
on the check.
Okay. For history? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Nailed it.
Solid. Solid.
Also listening to Roderick talk about rocks.
Well, so I supply the information that it's rocks with my 5, and he's like, and they're purple. As a Luskan, I know purple. Usually we see white, but because of the snow. But
As you guys are
Where's Nara?
having this like very complex, highly intelligent meeting, Lily's ritual has now been completed for comprehend languages.
Excellent, because this meeting of the minds it can't be contained for very
does
much
she need to
longer.
make a concentration save?
What's all this about rocks now?
It's like a drunken philosophy discussion.
Yeah. That's
All right. So yeah, there's some serious, heavy, some real work going on in here, Lily, when you arrive. And all right, you grab this this folded scrap of parchment, and yeah, you just I think it takes like a minute to read or something like that. Yep. You hold it and it takes you a minute to read, and this is what it says. So this one was tucked inside that like Thurisdan holy text book. And this one says, this book contains all the invocations and prayers you'll need to learn the truth, Mr. Dory. The Dark God's faithful are wary of new converts, but learn the words, and they should accept you soon enough. Seek their pulpit in the evening shadow of Frother's lamp. Praise Thurisdan! Exclamation mark.
So I wonder if the reason he is as ugly as he is because of whatever he cast here. Whatever these invocations and prayers are. Because it sounds like he's kind of newish to their group.
Not only that, other notes on the desk and table are these horrid examples of disturbing erotica written by someone with a shaky hand, various letters that implicate Dory in foul crimes, scribbles and crude drawings of tentacled monsters. Someone named the Whisperer is mentioned here quite a few times, and the drawings that are on this desk are very similar to the ones that you found in Jarm's cell. Tentacle monster devouring the styes.
I'll just give those to Rand. I feel like he might want them.
Wait, what?
Are you trying to frame him? Oh yeah, there's enough evidence here to implicate Mr. Dory in the Ghost Lantern murders now too.
Yeah,
Hey, we solved something.
I mean,
What are we gonna do about this Dory guy?
yeah, I feel like we can't really give him to the police. Or I say police guards.
He's still just unconscious on the ground. Does anyone want to restrain him somehow?
Yes, definitely.
He's not going to be waking up anytime soon, but
definitely want to make him so, like, gag him for real. Gag him and blindfold him. Wait, he can't talk that way. Shit. Worried about him casting something if he comes to.
Gag and blindfold
for sure. Blindfold and yeah, just tie him down so he can't run, or he's only got one arm now.
Rope? You got a rope?
Some rope, sure.
Silk or hemp?
Which one's stronger?
I don't know. Do you have both?
Which one do we have? I have.
Norin has some hemp rope if you need to use that.
Okay, I don't even know if I have any.
I actually have 100 feet worth of it.
I have silk rope. 100 feet of silk rope.
To be gentle?
I don't know. Which one's stronger?
They're about the same strength.
I think they're meant to be the same, just silk is lighter.
Oh, okay. I'll just use the hemp stuff then.
Alright, who wants to tie him up? It's a sleight of hand check.
I take the extra arm away.
Okay.
You confiscate the arm?
Yeah.
I'll bless. Who's got a good sleight of hand?
Guidance, you mean?
Sorry, guidance. Yeah.
Norin looks around because it's definitely not him.
I can try it. I'll guidance myself.
Okay, so yeah, tying a knot. You just make a sleight of hand check, and the total of that check becomes a DC for an attempt to untie or slip out of it.
Okay. And I will. Guidance.
Oh yeah, there's another thing. It's an intelligence sleight of hand check.
Ugh. So
Norin looks around. It's definitely not him again.
It's intelligence sleight of hand?
Yep.
Oh,
Ren and Roderick talking about. You look around for intelligence. Ren and Roderick talking about the purple rock still. Ren's got Mr. Dory's arm in his hand. And
he's gesturing for Roderick to go on with the arm. Yeah, please go on.
Okay. Anybody have that?
Scratches his back.
Lily?
Yes, what?
You want a guidance for sleight of hand with intelligence?
I mean, sure. You guys are going to regret asking me, but we'll do it.
Guidance on Lily.
Alright. If you're not proficient, Lily, then it's just an intelligence check.
Okay.
Plus 1d4.
What the shit?
I told you. I said specifically before I did it.
That's decent. Not the worst. Not. Alright, he's tied up. And Than, you said you're going to blindfold him and gag him?
Definitely blindfolding him and gagging him.
Okay. There's like some bits of slimy sheet that you can tear off on his bed to do that with. So he's gagged and he's blindfolded. Now he's tied up too. Okay. So, what do you guys disadvantage to be getting out? If anything, his snapped arm makes for a good slicing weapon.
Poking weapon, yeah.
Norin's over there just showing me up.
He sure is.
Sorry.
Alright, so what do you guys what's the next step?
So a short rest, or just go find a corner and sleep.
I think he meant more along the lines of what are we going to do with this semi-corpse and all this evidence we just found. Also, there's the whole the parchment mentioned an inn, and this note says Well, there's nothing about an inn, but there is the whole Frother's Lamp thing.
That's true. Did we find everything in this room? Did we do a thorough search everywhere?
It's been searched now. Yeah.
All right. And how about the corpses outside? That dude in the water
Oh yeah, we didn't search
with
him.
the +6 short sword.
It would be a investigation check to try and search around the water for. I mean, he had a short sword in his hand.
It's obviously the only reason he did so much damage.
I'll guidance myself and do that.
See, you give me the straighten check, but you don't let me do the investigation check. Where I've got a +9.
Alright, you need to make a constitution save against disease as well as you search around this water for disease. I forget there's that.
Sorry, which one?
Constitution. This is filthy water. Right, you're okay. I'm just gonna give Ren this skull icon. No, I'm joking. Alright.
Cool! Got it again.
For no reason whatsoever. No, okay, no, you're fine. And yeah, you search around and it's just a short sword. It doesn't seem to be anything special about it.
What are you talking about? That thing hits hard.
Really? There's no but? But you find this.
Oh yeah, it was poison. It was poison, that's why it hit hard.
Done.
Check his pockets.
So looking at
It doesn't have pockets, it's just like a slimy amorphous body.
Ugh.
going back
Nature's
over the
pocket.
note, we can make a few assumptions.
All
The
right.
Whisperer, I think
Whisperer.
that might refer to the Aboleth.
Okay.
The young one must be fed. Now the young one is probably the tentacle monster thing that we saw drawn in the cell that's going to devour the styes.
Are those the same thing or different things?
Two different things.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, the Aboleth was not the tentacle monster.
And then find someone to resume the Lantern Ghost's task. So we can assume that Jarm was the one that was the Lantern Ghost, but was charmed by the Aboleth, more than likely, or something of that nature. And they want to bring the new candidate for that to the temple. And then it just goes into where the ship is, like around, not necessarily exactly where it is. So I mean, I guess we could go to the Trackless Sea and just like search, but at the same time, we're not sure exactly where it is, and the styes will still get destroyed.
We definitely need a
So
way to
let's
Do we know who
Let's
this
wake-
N is?
let's wake this fool up and see if all that's correct.
Yeah.
Let's
Do we
use
know
this.
anyone that's an
He
N?
said that he's going to tell us everything, so let's just see if he does.
There's one person.
Norin.
He just happens
Norin's
to
in on
convenient.
it.
He happens to
He's almost
conveniently
dead,
be
let's get
here.
him.
Seems to know a lot about this as well, doesn't he?
Mm.
A little too much.
Just making assumptions. I have no idea if they're right.
Are his eyes looking straight forward, or are they googly-eyed,
Not
one up,
sure.
one down?
You've never seen his face. He always
Take
wears
that helmet off, Norin.
Reveal
probably-
yourself.
I'm probably
Should we?
stupid right
Should
now
we?
anyway.
Maybe. Should we?
Norin takes the
I'm
helmet off and
7.5
it's Mr. Dory underneath.
I'm 7.5 feet tall and I have antlers that I'm sure go more than 6 inches above that. So
Is it a good idea to take a short rest in here while we wait for him to wake up, and then ask him what we need, what we can?
It's icky in here.
It is icky, but
don't know if I.
do you want to risk taking one of the leaders of the city or whatever he was? I had it written down somewhere.
Yeah, we might get jumped by
Well,
guards.
Council member.
Yeah,
surely-
he's guards.
surely
Yeah,
the
he's one of
guards
the
are not
council
going to-
members.
Yeah, but he's also like fish dude. Or corpse dude, whatever.
So do you think he disguised himself when he was out in public, or was this how he always looked?
Well, he seems new to this, so he
It's
could have
relatively
been.
new.
He could have just not been to meetings recently.
Transformed?
Yeah.
Recently?
Or maybe he just had really bad hygiene before, so.
All right, let's wrap him up in a blanket. I'll take the blankets off the bed. Let's wrap him up and head to our hidey hole.
The potion shop.
I'm good with that.
Hopefully, there's not a whole shit ton of guards outside again.
Oh yeah.
So you wrap him up and then what?
He's had a few too many drinks.
Cut him up like a burrito?
Pretty much.
A fish burrito.
Okay.
And
You
remember
wrapped
that
him
there
up.
are still two scums scuttling around somewhere. So
He's got this like slimy bed sheet that you can wrap him in, and
All right. Let's do that. See how that goes.
who's carrying him?
Norman.
Okay.
Okay.
Does he weigh less than 2 pounds?
Not quite. All right,
Yeah,
so
sounds-
yeah, you guys can go up back through that hole in the ceiling and get out onto the hull of the ship, and then you want to just like make your way through the warehouse.
Yeah, I guess
Is
so. Oh, wait,
the
there was
warehouse
creatures that we
still-
left behind.
There or
Also, we gotta meet up with that fellow thief.
Fuck that guy right now. We don't need to.
Yeah, he'll find us later.
He'll find us. He said he'll find us.
All right, so you guys are back outside now with Mr. Dory, and yeah, you take a look outside, and it's nighttime, so it's pretty dark actually. But
Okay.
Except for the raging inferno.
Yeah, you look around, and there are a few people gathering around, just like a few people. But you look all around the styes, and there's just like big orange glowing fires everywhere, and massive clouds of smoke just rising up from buildings, and it looks like half the styes is on fire.
Jesus.
might have
Shall
went
we-
a little overboard there.
Should we just get off the... How high is the ship again? Off the ground?
I mean,
50 feet.
50 feet.
I like his
Should
initiative.
we climb down?
Is there anyone like on this side of the ship?
No, this side of the ship is actually just the Hemlock Pit. It's just like Slimeville, basically.
Oh, okay. So there's no actual like streets or anything on this
No.
side of the. Okay.
Oh, there's like a little bit. That's about it.
Because I mean, Norn has an extra 50 feet of rope that he wouldn't mind just like leaving behind. So if we wanted to just climb down right here.
I guess I'll turn off the flame tongue.
Okay, a few
Yeah,
people,
otherwise you'll be
like,
suspected for it.
a few people have looked up at you guys, but there's just common folk, and yeah, there's a lot going on at the moment. You know, people running
my
around
dark-
and
Walk
My
to the
dark
warehouse,
vision's gone now.
guys.
Are we going
No,
through the
fix
warehouse, or
that.
should I jump down?
I think going through the warehouse should be fine. I mean, because we all
What's
have
left
to
of
go
it?
through anyway.
okay, you guys head back through, and yeah, everything in the warehouse is scorched, and many crates have been blown open. And I presume you're just expeditiously making your way to that entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you do that, and I mean, there's a couple of people standing around here and there, but no one like approaches you or says anything to you guys.
Is
Oh,
it
no,
possible
but
to
that-
quickly check on the two, the warehouse manager and the guard, just real quick, just to see
The
if
two
there's
corpses?
Sure.
just
They're
like two.
gone.
You see like the outline of humanoids of a black stain on the ground, filled with
It's like a
ash.
Star Wars, Luke Skywalker,
Yes, they are there. That
Uncle.
they
Uncle
got
Owen.
incinerated instantly, and then you now are chaotic evil. No, I'm joking. All right.
They were actually
they didn't survive.
I didn't start the fire.
they were cultists as well, so you are now lawful good.
They were cultists as well. Okay, yeah. No.
Yeah, it's
Alright,
the
they
result.
didn't survive. Yeah, the entire warehouse is burnt out, not burnt to the ground, and the floors are still intact enough for you guys to make your way down and exit the styes. Oh, not exit the styes. Exit the warehouse. So you're back out on the streets. Thomas is going to be at the Frother's Lamp if you want to find him. He's got the master suite there. So yeah, there's just like chaos and mayhem all over the skies. Big fires. You can see like this orange glow, and multiple buildings are on fire, and it doesn't look like people are really doing a whole lot to try and put these fires out either. There's absolute disarray. So, where to next?
Do we want to go to the Alchemy Lab?
Well, we can go to the Alchemy Lab, and if it's not being watched, then we could go in. But if it is, we can just slide right on by and start going to the Father's Lamp.
Do we know where the other council members live?
We can do that.
Probably somewhere in the high quarter.
Because it seems like they would be better to give this guy to than the corrupted constable, but I don't know.
I mean, or we could just, dispense vigilante justice, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, if we do want to question him as well, make sure we have to go somewhere that we can be safe and in charge.
Yeah, so, either the alchemy shop or the Father's Lamp, or we won't really
I think
be
the alchemy shop would probably be, if possible.
Yeah, if there's no guards.
Mentioned by the guards.
So,
Check it out.
let's go check it out.
Okay. You guys head over to Reference Workshop, number 6 on the map, and that is here. It's only a short walk. And as you guys approach, you see 2 members of the town guard posted out the front of it.
Them Norn.
Yeah, let's keep walking.
It's just 2 of them.
No, give
this
him
time.
Give him some money to go away. No?
Norn's
Why
not
were
very good
they
at bribing.
why were they investigating that anyway? I think I missed.
They're in Mr. Dory's pocket.
Okay.
Obviously, like he's, preventing any sort of investigations into these lantern ghost killings. And Rephram, the alchemist that you guys had saved from those children, he was worried that, he was getting paranoid that because he was poking into the affairs of this whole lantern ghost killing, and he was worried that he was going to disappear, basically.
Okay. Well, I guess we could probably bribe them then.
Who's gonna talk?
Not Noran. He's carrying a body. It'd be kind of hard to explain.
Lily?
You saw how I rolled. No, dude, I have bad charisma.
Are they dwarves?
I also tend to be
They're
rude to
human.
non-elves.
They just wear like some shoddy looking chainmail, and they tote spears. One of them's kind of
Anyone?
leaning against the wall, and the other one's just talking to him. They're like posted like
Thomas-
literally right out the door.
I think Thomas is the only one that's like good at this.
It's true. Well, I'll before we approach, can I just, whoever's going to be talking, I'd like to give guidance and then tell them they have about a minute to achieve what they want.
I mean, Noran can try.
Noran, you're it. I touch Noran's shoulder. I touch his
Not gonna
shoulder and
promise
say, "You have
anything.
1 minute. Go." Tell him to take a walk.
All right. I'll walk. I'll hand the body off to Ren first, though.
Tell them they're needed to help put the fires out.
So I'm
Throw
not
it on my shoulder.
carrying
Yeah.
a body up to him.
Alright, as you
I'll
approach, they notice you straight away.
I'm hard to miss. Hello, friends. How are you tonight?
One of them gets up from leaning on the wall, and they both point their spears like towards you, and one says, "Ho,
Whoa.
you! Stay right there."
Easy now. No need for all the spear pointing and whatnot.
You're under arrest.
Whoa, that was very quick from one thing to the other. Why am I under arrest?
Don't ask questions. Just come along. Do not resist. And you'll be okay. We're taking you to the district garrison.
Could I perhaps interest you in some gold instead to go fight fires or something? There seems to be a lot of them over that way. And I point my hand back over my shoulder towards all the fires.
Are you trying to bribe us?
Yes.
Is it working?
Another one steps up. Listen here, pal. We don't take bribes.
Oh, I
Under
thought you
50
did,
gold
Mr.
pieces.
Dory.
Under 50 gold pieces.
Oh, under 50. Oh, sure, here.
51 each.
H.
50 each, huh? All right. Come here. I'll show my hands so they know that I don't have a weapon in hand or anything. And I'll give them each 5 platinum pieces.
Oh, you pay well. This will get us out of the styes. And they just like take off their guard uniforms, throw them on the ground. See you later.
Nice.
And they just walk off.
Grab those.
All right. Well, have a good night.
What were they
maybe
wearing
s-
under their guard uniforms?
You would ask.
They're
that,
just
you
tabards.
sick
They're
dwarf.
just wearing chainmail.
Cult underwear.
There's just like a cloth tabard that they put over.
Okay.
Actually, that's how they got the guard uniforms in the first place. They just found them on the ground.
All right. Well,
Wear
nice
the
doing
law
business
now.
with you, gentlemen.
Just to get the bribe.
Alright, they walk off, and you guys head down into Mr. Refrom's.
Grab those uniforms.
Sure.
Yeah, Norn will grab him. Why not?
Yeah, you grab them. Alright, you've headed down
Good.
into Refrom's workshop. And I presume you like lock the door behind you and stuff.
Yeah, like double lock it.
Okay, alright. You lock the door and then you get a knock at the door like 2 minutes later.
I try to listen to see who it is.
Make a perception check. I don't know how you'll be able to tell though from listening.
If they're alone
No one's
or
talking.
talking.
No, no one's
Okay.
talking. I know you're in there. Let me
Okay.
in.
Now do I recognize? Oh, it's the thief.
Yes.
Okay, I'll crack the
We are
door.
closed. Sorry,
Alright,
come
you
back
crack
when
the
you are
door
on
and he
fire,
slips
Mr.
in.
Porter.
Close the door
Ah.
behind him. Lock it.
Ah, he just stretches his arm and heads on in. Oh, nice place you've got here.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
stole it.
Thanks.
Pretty much.
Borrowed.
It's a fixer-upper.
I take it you're here for your treasures.
I take it that's Mr. Dory wrapped up in that bed sheet.
Oh,
That
yeah, you want to see
is-
his face.
Perceptive, isn't he?
So how did it go? Did you find the pearls?
Yes, we did. And here is your share, sir. You did a very good job. I hope you didn't have to kill a lot of people for that to happen.
I made a distraction for you all. I tried to torch a warehouse, one of a corrupt alchemist. He deserved what he got, and I didn't mean to set off a chain reaction though. Ended
Yeah,
up
it seems
burning
like you
down
have to
half the
torture
styes.
Yeah.
But, I mean, come on. Look at this place. The styes has seen the end of its days. And with this money, I'll be able to leave finally. As many wish to, but don't have the capacity to. And those alchemist supplies, you'll not be able to sell them. But I've already made a deal with my contacts. I'll take them off your hands. See to it that you receive your pay within the coming days.
Do we know if there's anything?
Seems like I trust his words when he says that.
You can make an insight check.
I mean,
Yeah, they are all specifically labeled. They're very rare, special alchemical tool instruments. So anyone would know that they're stolen. And yeah, you feel like he's trustworthy.
All right.
Yeah.
I think that was like what 3,000 gold pieces worth. Was it?
3,500.
He'll find us.
Yeah, he'll have his contacts deliver you the gold for that. All right, so the total amount of treasure you found was 3,500 for the alchemical piece of equipment, and then the pearls were 2,500.
There were 6 of them. They were worth like 500 gold each.
Oh yeah, 3,000. So total is 6,500. So he'll take 1,125 of that.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so I'll.
Oh, he takes 30% actually. I'm probably not doing the maths right.
Yeah.
I was going to take the deal.
But it's
the deal's been struck. Sorry, Seb.
2,150 he takes. Sorry, 30%.
Just give him the pearls, I guess, or whatever. But wait, what do we?
Yeah,
what does he owe us? Is that minus?
So yeah, 2,000. Right, he'll settle just for 2,000 of the pearls.
Okay.
And he's taking all the alchemy shit. Right?
Yeah, but just mark it as that stuff gets sold. He just take care of it now so you don't forget. But so yeah,
gotcha.
Convert the alchemist supplies into gold, or 350 platinum pieces. That'll be delivered to you within the next day or so.
Okay.
And then yeah, cross off 4 of those pearls as well.
Yep.
Okay. He sorts that out. He takes the alchemist supplies and he doesn't stick around. Be seeing you.
Nice doing business with you, sir.
I'll make sure the door's locked behind him, and then we're planning on resting here, I take it?
We might as well rest while we wait for this one to wake up.
I'll try to secure the door a little further if I can with some pittons or whatever.
Okay, you can make an athletics check to try and don't lock yourself in though.
I think I just did.
Okay, well the door is now hammered shut.
We live here now.
If any of these barrels are empty, we can shove Dory in one of them.
You were told not to touch anything. Well.
Yeah.
Well, we wouldn't be, sort of.
Alright, if anyone wants to take a short rest, go for it, because Mr. Dory is going to wake up in an hour. If you don't want to take a short rest, though, then you don't have to.
I'm definitely taking a short rest.
Take that, sure.
Alright, now later, he starts to stir. He's bound, he's gagged, he's blindfolded. And he's just, the first instinct is to try to, like, break out of his restraints. And he does so. But he doesn't, like, make any attempt to flee. He just takes, like, the blindfold off so he can see what's happening. And he says,
you spared me.
You had information for us, you said. A lot of it. We need to make sense of what's happening here.
I did. I did say I have information for you. If you will let me be free.
Is he at full hit points? I really hope not.
No, he's looking. He doesn't look bloodied anymore. He's conscious. You only knocked him out, so it's not like he has any grave injuries. So he just says,
I'll tell you everything I know if you let me free. We're in Rephraim's quarters. I had guards posted here. You'll stop at nothing to get what you want. Did you kill them?
Who said we killed them? The power of gold.
Who said we didn't kill them?
Oh, I thought as much.
Here are their uniforms, and like throw them down on
Oh my god, is that all that is left of them?
No, they threw them down.
They've gone to a better place.
Literally. You're
So?
not lying.
You will allow me to be free? The stars is ending. I've already come to terms with that. There is nothing more here but death.
Seems like you had a hand in that.
I agree.
I'm not clearing myself of any wrongdoing. I was favored by the Whisperer. I was far too important to be reduced to a simple thrall like those scum. I was granted superior durability and many magical talents. I was spared a hideous transformation. And a few maggots crawl out of his mouth.
Really?
Oh, excuse me. So, you intend to let me go? You'll never see me again. I'll tell you everything I know.
Well, we'd also appreciate it if you didn't work with these whisperers and such like.
I intend to leave the stars. My time here has come to an end.
And what of Therazun? Do you not follow his guidance?
The Riz done? I couldn't care less. If I can't use the cult for my purpose, then what good are they to me? You can slaughter them all as far as I'm concerned.
Who else is involved here in this town with this cult?
There are many of them.
Names.
I don't care for their names. Look around you on the streets. Every second person you see, they come to the temple. They try to guise themselves, but they cannot hide from their god.
What of the other council members?
The other council members? Those fools are not as worthy as I. I am the only one that was worthy. The others, Rashlin, Solerith, Thornwell, they are nothing more than blind fools. I've kept them occupied with other concerns. But when they learn that I am gone, the balance of power in the stars will be upset. And you will be blamed.
Why us?
You stand out like a pair of dog's balls. You think your presence here has been concealed? Of course
What a
you are
weird
responsible. Even if you're not, they'll make sure that you are, and that you don't walk away from the district. So I suggest you let me go, and I can continue to keep them at bay.
How do we find King Hecatan?
You know where he is. But he says basically the same thing.
Oh, the Storm King. Yes, he has been instrumental. Who would have thought, by capturing him, it would cause so much mayhem? The entire world has been focused on the giant debacle. They have not seen how far Tharistan's tentacles stretch across Faerun. He is being held on a vessel that sails around the northern islands of the Trackless Sea. But I never intend to keep that a secret.
How is Jarm involved in this?
Jom? He is guilty of the Lantern Ghost murders. But he was never anything more than a mind-controlled born. The Whisperer speaks to us.
Who's the Whisperer?
I only hear his voice. He speaks to me. He is the voice of Thuristan. He is the one who has gifted me with these blessings.
Spit some more maggots out on the ground.
Is he talking to you now?
No, I don't hear his whispers anymore. What do you intend to do? Will you slaughter the cultists? As far as I'm concerned, the stars can be consumed entirely.
Personally, I don't care much for this town, so...
I've
Full
told
of
you.
shit people.
I have told you what you needed to know. Now, if there's nothing else, I'll be leaving.
Go right ahead. Door's just up the stairs.
Oh, and be warned. The cult has made an alliance with some sort of sea monster. A spawn of Thuristan.
An aboleth?
They are augmenting its growth. Not an aboleth. It is something far more terrifying. They've been incubating it. It feeds
Where?
off the fear and the misery of the stars. In their temple. It is almost ready.
And we know where the temple is, right?
Do you?
I don't know. I'm asking everybody here.
I mean, I don't think we do.
Where's this temple? Before you go, tell us the location of this temple.
The temple. And he just repeats that same phrase from that folded scrap of parchment. It lies in the evening shadow of Frother's lair. Sorry. Sorry.
I'll watch him try to open the door. With a smile.
Are you trying to prevent him?
Yeah, this is in character. Nara really not cool with letting him go.
Step aside.
We're not in any shape to cause any more trouble today, Nara.
And also, it'd be breaking your word. To some degree.
He chuckles again.
I can sense what you're thinking. You have sympathy for John. But don't worry. He was a good boy. There won't be another lantern ghost killer. There is already enough negative emotion here in the sty.
Nara points her sword directly at his throat and says, "Next time, there won't be a next time."
He actually then just like vanishes. He just whispers a couple of words and he disappears.
God damn it. Wasted a natural 20.
He doesn't like turn invisible either. He's either teleported or vanished somehow.
Oh, I am slightly worried about Thomas. He is at the Frother's Lamp at the moment. If this is the place for new recruits to go, perhaps the people that quote-unquote helped us when we first arrived here, perhaps they were part of this cult as well.
Thomas is probably fine, and he knows that we'll be here, so worst case scenarios, he can come.
He's got the King's Suite.
He does. He's got the Master Suite, and he's got that. Gets along with that innkeeper quite well, or whatever he is.
Probably because he's blue, actually. You'd blend right in.
Possibly. I think we need a long rest, friends. We need to sleep.
Yeah, that seems
It's
reasonable.
getting pretty late. So you guys pull out your bedrolls, snack on some rations, and do a watch. Make sure no one busts down that door. Make sure no one comes in with a 36 athletics check. And
That's right.
everyone take a long rest. You guys just have a bit of a sleep. And you just wake up
Poof.
the next morning.
The skull icon on me again. I can't get rid of that thing.
It's permanent.
Come on, dude. Stop slicking the floor.
Well, I mean, it looked like spaghetti sauce.
You like the slime.
It wasn't spaghetti sauce. Let me just tell you.
All right.
Summoning up a steed, Lily.
I just like to click that one. Most probably definitely
Just
the
snuggle
one
it
thing is
while
the
you go to
telepathic
sleep.
bond if everybody wants it.
Whatever helps you get to sleep at night. Lily summons the steed for an hour. You wake up the next morning and the steed's gone.
Yeah, I'll do the water breathing and the telepathic bond in the morning.
Okay. Alright, so next morning now. And yeah, his workshop just has this like pungent odor of like chemicals and stuff like that. So it takes a little bit getting used to. But guys, get ready in the morning, check your gear, and that's when that platinum pieces is dropped off to you guys the next morning. And you just prepare your spells and get ready.
Slide them under the door one at a time because they can't get in.
Alright, and then you're stuck in here for the rest of your lives because no one can get a 36 on their athletics check. You have to train
We have to
every day.
wait for him to get another crit.
You have to train every day until you're level 20.
How much experience do you get for killing a player? Because that might be the only way out.
Are we gonna draw straws?
It's a free for all in here.
You can pull the pittance out pretty easily. Alright, so I'll go back over to the stars map. I'm gonna presume that you're not gonna spend the entire day cooped up in here.
No.
Yep.
And yeah, Thomas will come back like the next morning and just say that he's got that bad red face, and he just says that he pretended to try and shot one of those drinks, and then some wild magic surge went off, and then he turned to a potted plant, and the shot went into the soil, and he absorbed it all. So he needs to rest. So he's going to just stay in the workshop until he's feeling better. And remove curse or the disease. It won't fix it. Lesser restoration won't work because it's a special effect because it went into his soil. So don't even attempt to try and fix him.
Okay.
He just says, "I need to rest." He says he'll be back soon. He'll come and find you guys. He says soon.
Alright.
He says he'll come and find you guys next session, but you got no idea what he's talking about.
That sounds very meta, and I have no idea. Alright. Have a good rest.
He's gonna play his Game Boy all day.
He's able to charge it now with magic. Just sometimes when he's charging it, he accidentally fireballs himself.
Alright, yeah, the Styes looks even worse. Like the next morning, you can see the level of destruction, and like there's still fires going on, and people are doing very little to try and put them out. People are like taking like buckets of this like swamp water and throwing them on, and it does look like the Styes is coming to an end. It's like D-Day out here. It's there's just big clouds of smoke hanging in the sky, just like blotting out the sun, mixing in with the yellow glow from all the smog. And yeah, people are begging and screaming and crying, and it's bad out here. Like an entire little section of island is just on fire. Even a few guards that notice you today, they don't say anything to you. They're paying no heed. They actually make a conscious effort to steer clear of you now.
So guess we could, since Thomas is going to be down for the count for a little while, we could go try to find this temple, take care of this baby monster before it becomes into a really, really bad monster, which it might already be.
Yeah.
But it's a baby.
Yeah, so the clue you have to the location of the temple is, well, not the Frother's Lamp itself,
in the evening shadow.
But the evening shadow. And the Frother's Lamp is a lighthouse.
Yeah. And evening shadow would be when the sun's in the west. I'm assuming. Unless this world is backwards. So somewhere on this side?
Well, if it's the evening shadow, and the sun is setting over here, the evening shadow would be over here.
Are you guys continuing that intellectual conversation you had before?
Yeah.
The rocks are
I
perfect.
mean-
The 5 in a one.
Roll a nature check.
So yeah, the sun
Can't
will
let it go.
rise in the east and set in the west. So sun's going to set over here. This is Frother's lamp.
The shadows
So
will be
Ren says that the shadow is going to be going this way.
there. So what Norin said makes sense.
Down here.
Let's go north up to whatever it was.
Just keep going north, and then you'll finally
North,
get
and
to
we'll get to Golden Fields eventually.
Golden Fields.
Yeah,
One day
that's
you'll
the
get to
one.
Golden Fields. Okay, so yeah, obviously you're looking east of Frother's lamp. So you guys head over there, and yeah, someone could make like a investigation check to try and estimate, the size of the lighthouse, the sunset, and try and figure out where the shadow's going to fall. Or you could just wait till sunset and see it. It's up to you guys whether you want to go there at day or night.
I feel like they'd be more powerful.
Right, you go over there and you head through into the lower quarter, and you probably have to pay a few copper or something to get one of these little boats over there. Like literally a few copper. I think you paid that other guy like 10 gold or something, but the price is like 3 copper pieces, and it's a bit of a shill, that guy. Anyway, the lead just takes a look around. She does a bit of investigating. She even licks her finger and holds it up to tell the direction of the wind for absolutely no reason whatsoever. But you just need to do that when you're investigating. And yeah, you find where the shadow will fall. There, the lower quarter, as I've described before, it's like a series of kind of like an artificial island of buildings built on buildings built on buildings. Lower buildings have sunk into the swamp in the water, and more buildings have been built on top. And this creates these winding mazes of alleyways and things like that go into abandoned apartments and things, and up and down, and some of them are even submerged underwater a little bit. And the shadow of this abandoned lighthouse stretches out to a point between a structure of cobbled together from a sunken galley and some empty apartments under an abandoned pleasure pier. And yeah, so there's a pleasure pier here, and you see Thomas was here written on the wall in chalk. So now you know why he got so diseased. He never turned into a potted plant. He was at the pleasure pier. And yeah, you see these decrepit looking people kind of basically under a bridge, coughing and covered in red face. And there's some partially collapsed buildings, some walled off alleys, a tangled wall of apartments and storefronts rising up on either side of this sluggish tainted water. So there's actually a river here. The structures down near the waterline look empty and desolate, and the ramshackle additions built over their roofs appear progressively more inhabitable as they rise up into the polluted sky. So the overall effect is basically a canyon of buildings made from the walls made from cross-section of decaying shantytown rather than from stone. So it's like a 50-foot high canyon of buildings. And you notice this narrow timber bridge sagging across the channel, leading from the back of a crooked alley to what appears to be a partially sunken galley, whose structure has been incorporated into the ruined jumble of buildings. And unless you want to swim in, or clamber down the side of several stories of buildings, or use magic, this bridge would be the way to get into here, into this temple. So you found the entrance. Like a narrow alley with a bridge spanning a canyon of ramshackle apartments. A sluggish river 50 feet underhead, and the bridge leads into a galley, into a ship. Sunken hull of a ship. It's not underwater though. So, heading in? Or did someone want to stop by the pleasure pier?
No, thank you. I saw what happened to Thomas. I learn from other people's mistakes, thank you.
You see Barry Bob Billy down there. And he just says, "Oh, good day to you." He just kind of crawls up from some of this detritus and walks over to the frother's lamp like it had a big night. You guys head down onto the bridge and we'll wrap up the session here for tonight.
Cool.
Thomas springs up and he says, "Hey, I'm feeling a lot better."
That was quick. So even though this is not where Hecton, I feel like this is still the right move, because if this little thing can turn into a big thing, and if it turns into a big thing, it's gonna be bad for us, I think.
I agree.
Sounds cryptic.
maybe a little cryptic, yeah. But
Alright guys, good job.
makes sense.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, you found the location of King Hackerton, but it might be a good plan to try and nib this in the butt too. So I'll see you guys next week.